haven't been able to take advantage of the $1.50 hot dog and pop deal because you had to get a Pepsi. But my friends, they have switched over to Coke machines. They've gotten rid of Pepsi products. And now I can get the $1.50 with a Fountain DC, which hit so good today. And I got the hot dog and a DC for $1.50. And like, I didn't have to stand at the machine and go, do I really want this? Because just I want the hot dog, but like, I don't want any of the Pepsi products. And like, am I going to get like an iced tea? Well, I don't want that. I want a 0-cal drink. Then I'd have to drink Diet Pepsi. That's gross. But now they've switched. I was walking into the store, right? And people had the Coke brand cups in their hand. I was like, it's happened. They actually have it. And it was so great. It was great. So folks, Costco has fully switched over to Coke products in the cafeteria, and I'm over the moon excited. I can finally take advantage of all these deals they have with the drink because now I can actually have the drinks. This is great. I'm so happy for you.
Mayo experience.
Mayo experience. Mayo experience. Mayo experience. Experience.
Welcome to the Pat Mayo Experience presented by Underdog. Week 5 picks against the spread, Superlocks, Survivor, which I am no longer in, Cust Corner, and a whole lot more. Jeffrey, your team was undefeated like I was in Survivor, and we both went down.
We lost in Survivor?
No, I lost in Survivor, and the Chargers lost.
Oh, yeah, that was a tough... Yeah, that was a... Sorry, I'm, like, sick. That was an annoying Sunday, but hopefully they'll win a game I thought they'd lose, which was week 3. But that was bad. That was bad. We'll get into it later. I'm not proud of that.
And you got caught by AI.
I got got by the internet. I'm an old man now, Pat. Like I said, once upon a time, you know, producing like radio shows daily or with you guys over at Fantasy, like, no, I'm like, it's just a different kind of perpetually online. Like, I know where everything's coming from in the sporting realm. I don't know. I got by a parody account. That's okay. Jackson Dart, it's obvious why they made the move. I mean, he can move sideways. He can run forward. He can do something on 3rd and long. You know, he punched us in the mouth first and we never really responded, but he didn't do much the rest of the game. But it's obvious why like Russell Wilson can't play freaking quarterback anymore. Like on 3rd down, they have a chance. They don't have to just throw a moon ball.
Yeah, that worked against Dallas, though. Moon balls for days. Didn't work against the Chargers. What did Russell Wilson play? 2 snaps and went backwards?
Yeah, he came in. He came in and then they punted quickly.
Smart. You wish that would have been happening all game. The coin is in studio, ready to make some picks. The coin was 12-4 last week against the spread. So was Tim Andergust.
It's not my name. 12-4. That's a pretty good batting average. I should do the fastest minute in sports.
Let's do it right now.
I don't want to. That's bad SEO. You'd know all my picks.
Well, you can do it right now. So let's see if you can do as many sound effects.
I can't do any of
right now. You're on the clock. It's going.
Oh, okay. I like the LA Rams, 6.
They're not. Yeah.
I like the Minnesota Vikings, -3.5. I like Indianapolis laying 6.5.
Oh no, we gotta get some sound effects and fun names.
You're bad at this.
I'm awful at that. I was not prepared.
Okay, well you can stop. You've spoiled your first 3
picks. The Falcons are on bye, so I like no beaks.
0 beaks.
0 beaks.
The beakless Falcons coming into play. Unfortunately, the Falcons were one of 4 teams I actually got correct against the spread. I went from first to last in our overall competition. I was 4-12. Jeff, you were 6-10. Cust and the coin 12-4. But this brings up a very interesting point about betting in general, because Cust lost his free money line parlay, Jeff. He was 12-4 against the spread, played a 5-game money line parlay, and went 3-2 on that money line parlay.
Incredible. Betting's a trip.
Why we keep saying it's not really free money. That's not a thing that really exists.
Well, you were the one who coined it free money.
I'm aware, but like as I've said over and over, like look at my record. It doesn't exist, folks.
31-156.
And most of those are pilgrim parlays or poinsettia parlays.
Tim is so responsible and like is so respectful of his platform. Like he does what Pizzola preaches in the sense that one time Tim made threw out a couple random bets, some guy responds like I'm betting my mortgage on them. And Tim is like, never tweeted a bet again.
It's true.
It won.
It did. And
It was
felt
the
like
Rangers.
it was the Maple Leafs and the Oilers on opening day like 9 years ago or something. I've never done it since. I learned my lesson.
You saved my week.
How did I save your week?
Romeo Doubs. If I didn't have that Romeo Doubs wasn't going to score the first touchdown on Sunday Night Football, I would have been selling my house. One of them, at least.
You're like John McCain. You have 8 houses.
I got a few. But, the Packers really did me in. That was no fun.
Well, their defense did you in. And they really should have lost because the way they handled the end of the game there. Like for the whole game, it actually was a very deserved tie, but the mind-numbing foolishness of trying to snap the ball with 17 seconds and run that play, like they deserve to lose.
So they knocked me out. A tie eliminates you from Survivor, so I'm out of here with Green Bay. You guys both advance with Denver and Houston, so...
What a week. This is a tough Survivor week. I was looking at the board. It's like, what do I do this week? Oh, my goodness.
The thing about the Packers game, Pat, when it was still 6.5 on like Sunday afternoon, I'm like, oh, my God. Like, Pat, Cam even said it, sort of what we were thinking. Like, that game could have been 9.5, 8.5. I don't think people would have felt very differently about it. It had such a sucker's bet vibe. But in the end, like, to me, the game was all... the Packers blew it all at the end of the first half sequencing.
Absolutely. Like it's funny.
I don't agree. I think it actually that failed 2-point conversion that went back was actually what changed the whole game.
Potentially.
And it changed the math of the game too. That game doesn't go to overtime without
the
it.
Game.
It's
fumbled.
3 points. It's 3 points because it's a point that ought to have been Green Bay's and 2 points that were Dallas.
Okay, fine, but that's an incident because it wasn't like a blocked field goal for a touchdown. It was a blocked extra point for a toonie. It was the fumble before the half that led to an extra 7. You could recover that first mistake. They can recover from that kick.
Yeah,
the other stuff adds up, and then it was so much more than that.
You're right, but I think I agree with Tim. Like, if we had to go to the TSN turning point of where this game went awry, it was that blocked extra point because nothing seemed to work for them after that.
Yeah, it could have been 21-28. The floodgates could have opened wide, and that just staunched the momentum, and then Dallas just started playing well.
And I had my 3 picks in, like the 3 bigger bets that I made for the week. I had the most money on the Packers. I had the second most money on the Eagles, thank God. And then I had the Ravens against the Chiefs. And
for 2.5, squawk.
See, you're good at this. And
never more.
After like the first 3 drives of all 3 of those games, like I'm fucking sitting by. I should do this professionally. I'm very good at this. And then like 20 minutes later in 2 of those games, like, oh my God,
it went all
what has happened? And the Eagles tried to blow it. They tried.
They did.
The worst thing the Packers did is like, I think I'm going to bed at like 10:45.
Mm-hmm. I went that distance with it too.
I didn't. I woke up to a 40-40 tie. I was like, what the hell happened here? And I had to go watch the game and be like, ah. Oh. Then I remembered I'm out of Survivor as well. I was like, oh yeah, tie's a loss. That's no good. So bad news on that front. You guys were Superlock winners last week with the Patriots and the Steelers. Green Bay obviously let me down. Now 0-3 on Superlocks. It's the exact opposite of what happened to me last year. I think I started like 7-1 and then bled it all away. Starting like you guys. So I got some work to do to come back. Cust pulls out into the lead of the overall 37-25 against the spread.
That's a pretty solid number through 4 weeks.
Yeah, let's see where you are.
That's 12 games above 500.
Let's see
that's
where
got to be my best first 4 weeks in the history of the 15 years that we've been doing this show.
It might
usually when Cust does well, it's like a monster season. So let's do it, Cust.
Have you ever won the overall?
I believe I did once.
I think you got it once. That's right. There was that one year where it was me and you battling into the final week, and you forgot that I just let you pick first and pick the opposite of you, and then I came back on you.
It's fine.
The coin was also 12-4, so 35-27. Geoff, you were 6-10, as mentioned. That improves you to 27-34, only a prime 7 games below 500. And I went 4-12, dropping me to 2 games below 500. I'm 30-32. So I was off to a good start. 1 week can really unravel you, as it turns out. A few things to pass along. Thank you for everyone out there. Thank you guys for participating in the Jets Dolphins watch along last night. That was a lot of fun. Geoff, I saw you on the very lowly rated Rob Pizzola stream after ours.
Yeah, I had third quarter commitments. over there. But
Was
we had
Rob
fun.
also predicting everything to be wrong 30 seconds before you saw it happen? Like you claimed I was doing last night?
At the beginning of the game, you were like bitching about the Jets and their running, and they were just like every play was like a 7-yard run until Buddy dove from the 3.5-yard line trying to score a touchdown when you would have scored it on the next play. I promise.
I know. Look,
And
we won the game, hypothetically. We really did. They stole the touchdown from Wilson, which was enough to win the game.
But does Wilson score the other touchdown without
He's unstoppable.
with the really? He was unstoppable.
When you throw him the
they
ball-
scored 17 points in the game. I don't think he was unstoppable.
First, they scored 21. Secondly,
Did they score
actually,
21?
yes, they did score 21. It was 27-21 because they went for the 2-point.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I mean, they won the game. They just fumbled it 4 times. The referees missed a couple of penalties that should have been called, and then they didn't give Wilson his touchdown. And so, yeah, that's what it is.
5 fumbles in that game, all recovered by Miami.
Yeah. I look, the season is done for, and that's okay. Then you know what? That's okay. I started actually grinding some tape this morning on quarterbacks.
Oh, and
I'm very.
so you're out on field. Zesty Lamar was no more after this year.
He is simply going to finish the year out, and then we'll wish him well. He can back up, but I don't know. Sellers looks like he could be special, so we'll see. I still don't think we can. Yeah, Peter Sellers, who framed the New York Jets. I don't know if we're going to have the first pick, just because this league is so full of bad
Do
teams.
you play the Titans?
No, but we play the Panthers in a couple of weeks.
You won't get the first pick because once you figure out not to take a dozen pre-snap penalties in the game,
I don't
your
know if they can do
offense
that.
will plot.
What makes
and
you think that they're going to figure that out? What part of this very poorly coached, very poorly prepared team makes you think they're going to turn this around?
Was that quote real from your running back last night?
I read the same one you did, but
What was the quote?
he said some teams shoot themselves in the foot, but we go ahead and shoot ourselves in the head. Something to that effect. I'm not quoting exactly right, but it's essentially what he said, right?
Was pretty much.
That's what Brees Hall said. I mean,
That's a real quote from Brees Hall.
yeah, the
Let's
team,
see.
Apparently so, but
The direct quote from Brees Hall is: "Teams shoot themselves in the foot. We come back and shoot ourselves in the head."
I mean, the team is very poorly prepared. They don't seem to be ready to play. They have talent. They make stupid mistakes on all 3 sides. Here's the microcosm of how stupid
Fair
this
catch?
team is. Yes. He fair catches the ball on the 2-yard line. And then the next time when they need a return after there's 12 seconds left. If you don't get the blocked punt, you've got to try to make a return. He lets it bounce at the 2-yard line and it bounces forward. What do you do? You can't win but for losing. But the year is over, and that's okay. I woke up this morning not even feeling upset about it. It's 0-4, year is done. We'll get some performances out of the rookies. Maybe if we really bottom out, they'll make Glenn a one and done. I don't think that's I don't think that's an impossible circumstance. I think they'd have to go 2-15 to do it. But if you've been watching them this year, they're capable of that. The problem is they have a 3-week stretch coming up in a couple of weeks where they play time to book a tea time, Patrick.
No, it's not even that. It's some spam call.
Oh,
I always know it's a spam call because it has the same 3 digits as my phone number.
Aha. So they have
I'm savvy to them now.
they have the Bengals, the Panthers, and the Browns in a 3-game stretch.
You're gonna win games.
I know they're gonna probably win 2 of those 3.
Yeah.
And
they're gonna win games, and then you're gonna be like, look how close we were in all those first month games.
They should have been 3-1. They should be in the play. I know how this goes.
No, but they don't have a hope. They're not in the same class of team as Philadelphia or the Chargers, so that's okay.
What?
They're not.
Or the Dolphins.
All right.
Well, at least you're wearing your shirt to honor the Dolphins today.
Well, this shirt is a light blue. Unlike Patrick, who has trouble seeing colors, the Dolphins were dark blue yesterday.
Dude, is that where we fell on that? Because I'm pretty sure those jerseys were
Geoff,
black.
what did the official press release say?
What did you see with your eyes, Geoff?
Geoff, answer my question
I think
first.
there was black and dark blue piping.
No, what did the press release say, Geoff? You said it yesterday
No,
on the live
because
show.
here's the thing. I watched a video that came through my feed from the Dolphins of them painting the turf.
Yes,
and
I saw the same video.
definitely looked like a darker than navy, darker than my sweatshirt blue.
Yes.
But then on TV last night, it 100% looked fully black.
So which is it?
So which is it?
I think the jersey's black, but if you looked at the jersey close enough, you would see dark blue piping around like the numbers and stuff.
It looked like matte black.
It did not.
It really?
It looked dark blue to me.
I don't think that it did.
It did.
Then maybe your brain doesn't work in the proper way. Maybe it's because you weren't hydrated enough last
I
night.
wasn't.
Listen, like you're ahead of schedule already.
I certainly am. I'm at the
Keep sipping, beauty.
yeah.
Jesus Christ. Two things for people out there. Again, I want to thank you for tuning into that and the people that tuned into us on Red Zone on, what was it, Sunday. Sunday at kickoff of Red Zone. We're going to do it again this week. It's on playback.tv. If you go to playback.tv right now, you can join Pat Mayo's room, and it streams Red Zone on the screen for you, and me and Tim are doing some commentary over the first 90 minutes of it. It's a lot of fun. You got no one to watch Red Zone with or talk football with. I mean, it's like hanging out in a room. That's basically what we're doing and watching the game. So come along to that at playback.tv. Additionally, if you feel like you've been limited at some betting places, send Mayo Media Inc. at gmail.com an email, and I might be able to hook you up with a place that will not limit you and pay you out very, very quickly. So just keep that in mind. Just throwing that out there. If you're a whale who wants to get down big bucks, I might have a spot for you coming into the market pretty soon. So go check that out. Thursday night football. Niners at Rams. -6 for the Rams right now is the number. 47 is the total in the game. Mac Jones might start in this game because Brock Purdy is hurt again.
What have I been saying on this show for a month? That you can't trust any of. You kept saying, "Oh, but when they get their guys back and they're healthy," it's like that is never, ever, ever going to happen.
Now, why is that though? Are
they
you just saying that because like they have a voodoo curse
This
on
has
them?
been happening for years that they don't stay healthy. People get hurt, they come back, they get hurt again. What makes you think that anything will ever change? This game is one of the easiest to cap on the board. The 49ers can't block. We don't know who's playing quarterback. It's a short week. They are going to get rolled over. I like the Rams a lot in this game. They're the first part of a teaser, and they are on the short list for Superlocks. We can talk about the Thursday game on this show, and I like the Rams here quite a bit, like a lot here.
Do you think Cam's going to be upset that he can't take the Rams?
No, he'll probably like San Francisco. But I just don't see a path to San Francisco +6 here. If you said it was San Francisco +9, I could get there. But 6? No, I don't see the circumstance under which this 49ers team will not be able to block. How are they going to move the ball down the field?
Ricky Bullett's probably not going to play either.
That's what I mean. Like, they don't have their... Like, is McCaffrey really going to have 245 all-purpose yards? Because they're going to need that and more to win this game. I don't see it on the cards.
What is he averaging right now?
It's got to be close to like 180, 190.
But he's all of their offense.
And they're not scoring a lot of points in any of these games. Like, I just don't see the path for the San Francisco 49ers here.
I tend to agree with Tim. Jeff, I like the Rams -6.
Yeah, I don't think Purdy's playing.
No, it's going to be Mac Jones, who was banged up last week and didn't dress.
Yeah, I don't even know who the backup is.
I believe it's Adrian Martinez from the XFL.
Great. So, like, this could be a laugher. I'm not going to say it's going to be a laugher. Maybe it'll finish like 27-17.
No watch along for this game?
This game is going to be ugly.
Jeff, we want to introduce some more of these watch-alongs. I think, let us know in the comment section if you guys enjoyed the watch-along on Monday, if you guys would do another one. Tim's not going to be on them all because the Jets, I don't think, have any more primetime games
They
left.
have one more.
They have one more, so maybe we do that one. Maybe we do a Chargers one, Jeff, if you're up to that. I don't know if you are or not, or we can do Dolphins with Gary. And we got friends who like teams here, but let's do some watch-alongs. If a watch-along is something that you're interested in, let us know. Are you interested in the Rams, Jeff?
I will pile on here with the Rams.
I guess the one pushback to this would be almost like Sunday night is that who's not taking the Rams
But
here?
what Dallas had going into that game was a really good quarterback.
Sure.
At home.
Down their best
Some
offensive player.
Yeah, but they still have other playmakers that you can respect. And Javonte Williams has sort of like renovated his whole career in the first quarter of this season. Like Dallas has some playmakers, even though their best playmaker wasn't out there. San Francisco has perhaps their best playmaker and nothing else.
You're not speaking in tongues? How dare you?
No, nor can I interpret them. I don't think the Rams have. I would actually be quite surprised. Like, this is probably where Survivor's coming in. This is because it's a tough week for Survivor.
Yeah, you know what?
And,
I didn't even. I mean, not that I have to. I have 3 teams left in the big 4 for 4 Survivor, but I wasn't even really considering them. I probably should.
It's like it's a -6, and like I don't love the big heavy ones this week, and I've already burned Arizona. So
All right, well, let's move on to early. We're going to jolly old London. You look like you're from London.
only person I know from London is London Fletcher.
London Fletcher, he's going to be over there. I think for whatever reason, Rob, maybe it was last year, he was doing hits for ESPN Miami.
Okay.
Before he would come on to record with Cam and I. And I think that London Fletcher was one of the co-hosts.
No
of that
way.
show.
That's cool. This is the Widowmaker game, right, Geoff? Or is it not?
Yeah. But geez, this
does
is
hopscotching one country over enough or not?
I mean, I absolutely am going to be on Minnesota. I don't know that this is going like the last 2 years. This game has been one of, if not my biggest regular season like bet of the season. I don't know that I feel like that about this, but I'm in on Minnesota. They're just a better coach team. They're playing a shit team who's now traveling over there. Yeah. And yes, it is as close to it's not, I don't know if it's the Widowmaker spot, but it's pretty close.
I feel like you called something the Widowmaker either last year or the year before, and it went totally the opposite way.
I don't
No,
remember.
last year's Widowmaker was when the Chargers had to play on
I thought it was the Jets game last year, and the Jets got worked in London.
Didn't get worked. They lost the last drive of the game.
no, last
'Cause
year
Rodgers made
that
that
was
terrible
the
throw.
second leg
But
of
they were down
the-
like 14-0 most of the
Yeah,
game.
made a furious comeback.
the
I
last-
remember the year that the Bills were in the Widowmaker because the Jags had played back-to-back games
And the Bills
in
crushed them.
London. And no, the Bills lost that game. Jeff was
Yeah, the
right on
Bills-
that.
Yeah, no, the Bills got their ass kicked, and they
because-
also had a lot of injuries in that game.
Yeah.
It was a horrible
Unless that's
game for Buffalo.
2023.
And then last year, whoever was down there on the back-to-back got their Jacksonville.
Now
whipped
this
them
again
all.
is slightly different because you still, Ireland is an island, and
Yeah, it's
Great
also
Britain is
like-
an island, so you have to fly.
Not according to that person who was in our European Union class in college, who is Great Britain is kind of an island.
So anyway, so you do have to fly from Dublin to London, but that's probably a flight that's like Montreal to Ottawa. It's a short flight. So
Trying to see. Yeah, I feel like there's one of these games that just went totally the opposite way, from what I recall.
I'm with Jeffrey though. I don't. Again, the Browns defense struggles to travel even on the road, let alone to another continent.
Have you seen the Browns' point totals with anyone but Jameis Winston at quarterback over the last 2 years?
Yeah, I think the max is 17. I still like Cleveland in this game. If Pittsburgh's D was able to rattle Wentz as much as they were last week, and now they're down 2 offensive linemen, what's the Browns D line going to do to them? Like
They
this,
can't
the over
score.
under. That's fine. The over under in this game is 36.5. I'd be willing to bet Cleveland and the under parlayed together.
Cleveland and yeah. Cleveland's winning to the under.
Yeah, 100%. If Cleveland wins, the one good thing about Wentz is that he'll give you opportunities where their defense can score. First touchdown score, Cleveland D. And I've been impressed with Judkins. It's just, when do you think they make the switch off Flacco?
It should have been this week, but I suppose it would be whenever they come back. I assume they're going on bye next week after London, and so
Not
maybe
every
the
team
weekend.
does that anymore.
No,
but
I know that. Quite famously, the Jets didn't, and I don't know that they are after they play Denver next week there either.
They do. This is their last hard-ish, I guess. The
Next
Browns
week
play.
is Minnesota and Houston on bye.
Well,
Yeah.
Minnesota for sure.
So it's at Pittsburgh, Dolphins, Patriots, Jets the next 4 weeks for the Browns. Maybe they start Flacco one more week, and then they make the rollout through the AFC East. Maybe that's when they bring in Gabriel. Maybe they bring in Shadur.
be funny.
That'd be fun.
Be funny.
He can't be worse than Flacco's been.
No, Flacco is done. Like he looked like on the Jets. Done.
He needs to get some HGH.
No, he's done now.
We
They
get some
should get
steroids in him?
Jameis back.
Every team should get Jameis. He should be Jameis should just always be in our lives. It'd be really disappointing if like a team went out and got Jameis and he too was washed. That would be really sad.
Okay, here's an idea. Jameis is on like some super speed airplane hovering above America, and when there's a big quarterback injury on Sunday, he gets like flown in.
Bring back the
Save the
Concorde
day.
just for him.
Because
I like
games get ruined when the quarterback goes out, but Jameis like just will instantly bring that game back to life.
So the coin and I are on the Browns. So Tim, it sounds like you're pretty firmly on Minnesota.
I am on Minnesota. I like this back-to-back spot. I don't trust Cleveland at all. A team that cannot score at all. I just can't trust them to cover short numbers. So I don't.
Do you trust Minnesota?
No, not all. There's not a play on Minnesota as much as it's a play against Cleveland.
I don't really trust Minnesota right
I
now.
trust
understand that.
Minnesota institutionally to like trust them to not lose this game where they're kind of acclimated versus the Browns.
They can just kind of win the game by 3 too. That's in play here. There is a hook on the spread at 3.5.
I can't. This is only my perception, and I'm not trying to give him work, but sometimes even when I don't even say that, he does work. Shout out to our boy Kyle Soppy. But I have this perception that when bad teams go international, like really bad teams, it just goes horribly.
That would make some sense. They're already
Unless
bad.
they're playing an equally shit team.
Yeah.
Like the good teams end up winning by like margin, is what you're saying?
Yeah.
I think Jeff.
Or the shit teams get beat by margin
Just
even against marginal
it's,
teams.
It's sort of like the Thursday night theory, how like, you know, good team versus bad team. They're just so much less talented and less prepared to be able to handle a short week. It's not a short week, but it's just a bad team who's just so much less capable of handling whatever this stupid international nonsense is.
All right. Let's go to the real set of games.
Great.
Where we'll be on playback.tv talking about these games for 90 minutes. Tim really hates doing it, Jeff, but it's a lot of fun. I actually have fun doing it.
Well,
I don't
Tim
have an
is just
opinion. I don't have an opinion one way or the other.
yeah.
Sick.
Tim is yeah. I get it. No, yeah. It's
Vegas at Indy. Indy's favored by 6.5 coming back from the West Coast after losing to the Rams and probably should have beat them. 48 is the total in this game. Would it be better if Vegas just found like 5 new guys to play on the offensive line? Could that be worse for them?
Or a coach that isn't named Carroll, who's coaching the offensive line.
That
Might help.
That could help too. It is. Pete Carroll looks the same, Jeff, but is we just at the point where having a 76-year-old head coach maybe just not be a great move in 2025?
I don't know. I like even if he was like 62, like could that help them? They're not very talented. Chip Kelly doesn't get Bowers the ball. Bowers, I saw in that game, was it the second or third game the Chargers played them? The knee brace looks like the size of Brian Harmon's putter head.
Is
Like,
it bigger than the one the Bills punter had when he came back into the game?
It's like one of the biggest knee braces I've ever seen. So he's what like 62% probably.
If that.
Yeah, if that. I don't know. This is just such a weird one. This is just such a weird one for me. I'm gonna pull a Cam. Tim, you go first.
Okay. Indianapolis. I'm putting them on the teaser as well.
That seems like a pretty straightforward
The
teaser.
reason,
We're playing the intro to the.
Experience.
Yeah,
Hey.
let the intern switch.
Sometimes
Jared,
the fat thumbs go wild, you know. it's an extra clip.
Jared's telling him to do some things to ensure job security for Jared. It's a very savvy move.
I like Indianapolis here quite a bit. I think they're actually pretty good. Like even in defeat against the Rams are a really good football team in a lot of ways. And they hung with them. And if it weren't for Adonai Mitchell, they could have very well have won the game. I have seen nothing from anytime I watch the Raiders. It's like, oh my goodness, turn this TV off. They're like they might actually be, now that Jackson Dart plays quarterback for the Giants, they might be the least fun team in the NFL to watch. They are the Titans. I like the least
Cincinnati.
fun. Oh, like we'll get to that. That performance last night. Stop telling me Jake Browning's a top tier backup. He's not a top tier third string quarterback at this point.
I would
anyway.
I would like
come
to see
that.
him play a team where he has more than what was it?
Oh yeah,
I think it's,
nothing is his fault. No, okay.
I'm saying as a backup quarterback coming in, having less than 2 seconds to throw the ball on every drop back is tough. It's a tough scene.
Whatever. Figure it out.
You had to be there to. I mean, Justin Fields had all the time in the world to throw and couldn't complete passes.
Okay.
And you were like, "Oh, he's so good. He's so good."
He has his moments where he's very good. He has his moments where he's very terrible. Yeah, I got no confidence in the Raiders here at all. None at all. Give me the Colts. This is going to go to 7. I'm sure of it. So,
What if it doesn't, like the Packers?
well, I mean, I just don't know that that's a public enough game for the books to take a side on. I think if enough money starts coming in on the Colts, they'll move it up.
Yeah, and even right now at coolbet.com, if you're in Canada outside of Ontario, you can play at Coolbet. Hit the description for a bonus and quick payouts as well. Vegas plus 6.5 is minus 103.
Yeah.
So that's probably going to get to 7. If it gets through 7, who knows?
Yeah. So
8.5. I prefer the Raiders in this spot, Geoff, honestly, of being like a touchdown dog on the road.
I want to take the Raiders, but I just don't know how.
Click, money, enter. Easy game. I feel like that guy who was playing online slots next to me at the movie theater. He knew how to do it. He got in the game. Too many times.
it sounds like several times.
Too many times he got in the game. I never even considered doing that. That never occurred to me.
To play online slots on your phone?
At a kid's movie?
Yeah, that person has a problem.
I don't know.
Should not play.
Maybe just enjoy slots.
I don't think.
Who are you to judge?
It sounded like from your description of his performance that afternoon, he didn't enjoy anything that he was involved
He
in.
definitely didn't enjoy Gabby's dollhouse. I'll tell you that much. He missed serious plot points.
I guess, yeah, give me the Colts with you guys, but I just feels a little fishy.
Yeah, can Geno get through a game where he doesn't throw 2.5 picks? Because the reason that I bring up Browning in this sense is that Geno's suffering from the same fate. Genty's suffering from the same fate. Like Genty just gets hit behind the line of scrimmage every play. Yeah. Geno is just under constant harassment the moment the ball gets snapped. I don't see how they have fixed that in the past 6 days.
They haven't.
All right, then Indy it is. Then that makes sense to me. I like this teaser you got brewing here.
Who's on it already?
The Rams and Indy. Rams to win and Indy to win is a 2-leg 6-point teaser.
Those are like survivor teams this week.
Yeah. Who would you feel more comfortable with in Survivor? Indy or the Rams?
I'll be honest. I was thinking about I was nervous today because I'm not ready to make Survivor decisions, even for our mini game. I'm just not prepared to make a decision yet.
Well, don't worry. I'll go first again.
Yeah, you can defer to Tim on that one. He won last week against the spread, so he has to pick first.
That's fine.
Or if you guys are doing a head-to-head trivia competition, I pass. Why don't you go? Oh, your Jets are up next. Dallas at the Jets. This line has grown. It is like the heart of the Grinch. Since last night, it went from 1.5. It is now 3. The Jets are underdogs at home in this game. 47.5 is the total. Braylon Allen is going towards the injured reserve. So a lot of Isaiah Davis in our life to spell Breece Hall.
Yeah, because we can't give him the ball. Good goodness. Well, why would we want to give one of the most electric running backs in football the ball more than once a drive?
As came up on the fantasy show, Geoff, that Ian and Jake were pretty convinced that if there's going to be a star traded, Breece Hall is probably going to be the guy.
Could see it.
Would you want them to do that?
No, I don't. But, I want to build for next year a little bit. We're going to have a super high pick because I feel like we're going to because we keep losing. I'd like to see them build from the inside out. He's a running back. When we hit our stride in 2 years' time, is he really going to be there for us? Probably not. So if you can cash him in risk style, cash in your armies right away, I would do it.
Where do you think the best landing spot for Breece Hall would be, Geoff? Because I think there's a clear answer.
I don't know an obvious answer.
Kansas City?
Yeah, I guess Pacheco feels a little.
Pacheco and Hunter
pig.
washed.
Yeah,
Get a real running back in there.
They look pig farmed, yeah.
That would be my guess for it anyway.
Washington doesn't have a real running back.
Washington has 3. I mean, they gave up their one running back. I don't think they care that much about running back, honestly. I think they're good with they have, despite the fact that none of their 3 running backs are all that good, they have a very effective running game.
If the Texans win this week, they're rolling out Nick Chubb.
They're rolling out Woody Marks now.
Who was terrible.
He was not terrible.
He kept getting stuffed. I think he had a touchdown, but he kept getting stuffed.
I want to see
from what we saw of the highlights. He did not look that impressive.
I think he had 2 touchdowns in 100 and something yards.
I don't think he did.
What's that? Yeah, well, he's a primary pass catching back. He's like an Eckler type, if that's the way that you're looking at it, which is kind of what they need at the moment. Let's see, 60, 70 yards on the ground and 50 yards through the air. They had 120 yards and 2 touchdowns.
70 yards on the ground.
Oh, sorry, that's not good enough for you. How many Breece Hall have? He had 70?
He may have last night.
It's career high for him since he came back from his injury?
No, that's not true. Stop attacking me. I like Dallas here. Even though the point total, I like the over because Dallas is the cure for what ails you when you play offense. I just don't. coming off a short week, how is this team going to be ready to play football? I just don't see it. I mean, Dallas can score. Our defense is awful, and their defense is awful. But like, I don't think we can take advantage of it in the same way. I think Dallas covers the number and wins.
I'm taking the Jets +3 at home, Jeff. I want no part of Dallas as a favorite against anyone.
Jets have lost 3 50-50 games. Like, give me the Jets, and maybe even Jets with some outlines. Like Aaron Glenn's first win, a banger.
Okay,
yeah.
fine. Okay.
No Jets
play this
coach
game?
has ever started 0-5.
What did
We'll
I
start this
do?
game.
What
We'll
did
start
I
this game. That's
do?
fine. Okay. Maybe I'll make the Chargers my.
Hold on
survivor
a second.
or something.
I didn't say the Jets are like the best team in the land. I didn't say the Jets are going to win all these games. I picked you to beat the Cowboys at home because I don't know. Your coach, like no coach, like he hasn't, like he's got to get his first win.
Does he?
I thought you guys fought despite being idiots. Like you're shooting yourself, right? You play Russian roulette and you lose. But if you can, it's like a team who can't hit the putts. But if you hit the putts, I think you'll win by 10 plus.
What he's saying is that the Jets are the DT Mao team of the week. I'm with Jeff on this. I just have no faith in Dallas. May have the worst defense in the league. They have one of the best offenses in the league. That's helpful.
The Jets have one of the worst defenses in the league and not the best offense.
Yeah, but maybe what cures you is the Dallas defense.
Yeah,
Okay.
you can
The Giants put up 40 something on them.
at home.
This is going to be like the main screen game. No, it won't. It'll be like assuming the subsidiary TV is working.
It is. The man showed up today.
Oh, did he?
I mean, Jared can expand on this. Jared, do you have your microphone of what actually happened and why we've been having problems for like 6 or 7 months? He figured it out within like 30 seconds.
I just wanted to tell Jeff that I almost did his thing.
The Fienberg?
It took everything in me not to do it.
Can I tell you that I there was some incidents, not for me, but people on a different carrier with the Ryder Cup coverage on Friday here. And I don't know if you saw like people freaking out on the internet and even some like Canadian media tweeting about it.
What happened?
Rogers didn't like flip their switch for the Ryder Cup. Like it was just a Jack Nicklaus documentary, not the Ryder Cup.
Oh, on
Friday.
Golf Channel.
Yeah, on Golf Channel.
Ah.
And then one of my buddies texted me. He's like, "Should I try your trick?"
So Jared, explain what happened.
Yeah, so Jeff, I'm sure you had the same issue. On the phone for 20 minutes, transferred 2 or 3 times.
Like
All of a
15
sudden,
times, yeah.
Call mysteriously drops out of nowhere. Call back. 45 minutes on hold. 6 different people I'm talking to. I'm like, can we just get the box in, whatever. We just wanted the fee waived. And don't they take $50 off the bill forever instead of waiving a one-time $60, $75 fee?
Yeah.
You know what I did, though? I didn't say I wanted... Well, won't say it again. Didn't say that. Threatened to leave the company instead of saying what you said. Also very effective.
That's like, they know you're just going to someone else
Well, yeah.
who will do that to you.
Instead of
That's a
sending
problem.
ambulances to your house.
So the man shows up, and there's 2 accounts on the account here. I have my home address and this address on it. They routed, for whatever reason, the modem through my house in Halifax and not here the entire time since we've got this new modem.
Oh, my goodness.
So that's why none of the TVs ever work.
Oh, my goodness. But we're working now.
They're working now, and Jared was able to fix my microphone. The port that we were using on his side was blown out, so we just switched ports.
I tell you,
now
we
it's
are
not
hitting our stride.
week 5. It's all maybe the Jets are hitting their stride in week 5. They're working out all the kinks.
No, yes.
No false start penalties this week.
This will be the subsidiary TV game.
Jets are at home.
Yeah.
Jets could be my super lock.
Oh, Jeffrey. I don't know why you want to hurt me.
What do you want?
What do you mean hurt
He's
you?
2-2.
You're 0-4. There's nothing left.
Are you worried that like he's picking them and then he'll be right and then you won't lose the
I
game?
just don't want to hear anything positive about them, honestly, after that performance.
I mean, they're dominating performance.
And that they lost because it was stolen from them.
And you know what, Pat? I don't know, like you would resonate with this, even though you don't like really love a team. When your season's over, all you really have is like a rivalry game.
Yeah.
You know, so
At least I get another crack at both the Patriots and the Bills and the Dolphins again. Not to get 2 cracks at the Patriots, so you know. Mostly want that Dolphins game though. I want revenge for this game.
When is that game? Like end of the year?
Late December, I'm sure.
Christmas Day?
No, can you imagine?
Houston at Baltimore is up next. The Ravens are 2.5-point dogs now that Lamar has officially been declared out. He's expected to miss this week and next week and maybe the week
Who do
after.
they play next week?
I don't know.
I'm just curious. Like, is it? Could they really be 1-6? Because then the season's actually over.
Is it?
Yes.
I mean, if he's really
If they won-
really the MVP, would he
Even if
come
they
back and
won
win all
out,
the
they
games?
might go 10-6 and not make the playoffs.
No, they'd be 11-6.
Oh yeah, okay.
I think they'd make the playoffs
at
then.
11.
I think they'd make it at 10-7. Honestly,
Maybe
the Baltimore Ravens have the Rams next week.
loss.
At least they have 3 straight home games. They go Texans, Rams, Bears in the 3 games that Lamar might miss.
That's 1-2 if things go right.
I mean, 2-1 if things go
Oof.
right. Like they can win this game with Cooper Rush. They can beat the Bears with Cooper Rush.
1-5, 2-5, getting late early.
40.5 is the total here in this spot. I'm gonna take the Ravens. I'm worried about this.
Playing for them
Cooper Rush,
is Cooper Rush.
who has a good track record of coming in and winning games, by the way.
Yeah, with Dallas years ago.
Sure. It's a situation, Jeff, in my mind. It's not quite all of your good coach, good infrastructure, backup comes in the game. It's more that I think that the Texans threw everyone off their scent because they got to play Tennessee last week. That this game is probably 13-10, even with Baltimore's terrible defense.
This would be like a super smash, but there's just other injuries there that I'm obviously picking Baltimore, but there's just other injuries that prevent me from like loving it to the extent that like a team of Baltimore's talent going to the backup, like, oh, like I dream of these opportunities, but there's just too many like other injuries that make me a bit too scared to bet it how I want to bet it. But the pick's Baltimore for me.
Like, unless the Texans just annihilate them offensively, which I very much doubt because they can't really do anything.
You wouldn't think.
The under's got it even at 40.5. I'm shocked this isn't the same total as Minnesota Cleveland.
I guess just that Baltimore has had a couple of games this year where they put up 40 and 30 points.
Yeah, but they don't have Lamar now.
No, but
And I feel like that's a big difference.
of course it is. I guess we see Lamar's like a 9.5 point difference.
Well, it was what when we did it 5.5.
No, it was 7.5, and that was even then. You said even that seemed like like the look ahead was 9.5.
Yeah.
So like, is he really worth 11, 12 points? Is he the most? And by this, he's the most valuable quarterback in the NFL.
To who they're going down to 100%. Yeah.
And
Especially for this team.
And to that end, I will take the Texans here, who had a must-win last week and didn't just win it, but won very convincingly against a bad team. This is not the same type of must-win, but like they could very well put Baltimore at 1-4. Doesn't completely put them to the sword, but it puts them in a big hole with the Rams coming next week, who get to play them off short rest. Boy, oh boy, oh boy! I love the Texans here quite a bit.
You love them?
Yeah, I do.
Interesting.
I do.
Paul was telling us last night that he put down, trying to find it here, see what it
Plus
is.
425 for Baltimore to miss the playoffs.
It was plus 375 when we talked about it with Noonan and Connor yesterday for Baltimore to miss the playoffs. I mean, trying to find it. It seems like they're all kind of like off the board now, which sucks. But if you can find it, Jeff, I'd be curious to know what it is right now. Now that Lamar is actually going to miss time, it felt like that number was kind of hinging around that, oh, maybe he plays, maybe he'll be fine. Or if they're just like, yeah, it doesn't matter. If they go 1-2 here with Lamar coming back, the rest of their schedule is easy enough. And I think a lot of it has to do with this division as well.
Oh, sure. This division's terrible.
That
Pittsburgh's 3-1, and they're trash.
Yeah, like if they just take a step back, could they win this division at 9-8?
So there's a CBS Sports reporter I've never heard of, Matt Zenett, who's reporting that Tyler Gabriel is going to be starting this week.
Oh, okay. I mean,
Or is that his name? Tyler? No, Dylan.
Peter.
Is the sledgehammer?
Sledgehammer.
Isn't Gabriel the backup to Flacco? Isn't he the
I want
rookie?
to be your sledgehammer.
Yeah,
So
Dylan
who is
Gabriel.
Dylon Gabriel?
Yeah.
Do you think they know
Who
Peter
is that?
Gabriel is?
No, I don't know.
Do you folks know who Peter Gabriel is?
Yes, of course.
Dylan Gabriel.
You know who it is, Jeff. I'm asking-
Dylan Gabriel is the backup for the Browns. He's not starting for the.
Do you folks know? Maybe he's starting for Cleveland.
Sorry, starting for the Cleveland.
Oh, he's starting for Cleveland this week.
Yeah.
Okay, when we were talking about Baltimore,
I read it
But
the
then
same
you
way.
started talking about the division, and then
As
just
I
saw
did or
the
he did?
tweet.
No, I read the same thing you read.
okay, yeah, I was like, why is he starting for Baltimore? Was there some sort of trade? Oh, does that make you like the Browns even less now or more?
No difference.
Well, there's got to be a difference.
I don't think that-
if you basically called Joe Flacco the worst quarterback.
Well,
in
he
the
is
league.
he is the worst.
So
well,
wouldn't this inherently have to be an upgrade for their offense?
yeah, probably, probably. He's not the worst quarterback in football. I take that back. Jake Browning is. He's like the second worst quarterback. Anyway, yeah, it's a Houston smash spot, I think.
They should be able to. They should, in theory, be able to move the ball against this banged up Baltimore defense. But
If Derrick Henry doesn't have a big game this week, when will it happen? He better get
well,
25
this is a. I mean,
he better get 25 touches.
he better. But if there's a bad spot for Derrick Henry, it's against one of the league's best run defenses without Lamar.
Yeah,
at
but
center.
it's all hands on deck here. There's no saving Derrick Henry's carries for later. You need some of these wins. This if it's not like if I was playing DK this week, Derrick Henry would be on all the rosters. It's got to be. Like you've got to just double down that the Baltimore Ravens know they have got to give him the ball a million times. He's got to be CMC for them this week.
Let's see what that division is. Maybe that can tell us a better story here because I couldn't find those playoff odds. The Ravens are still minus 145 to win the division.
Well, because the Browns and Bengals aren't in it. So then the only question is like, do you think that Pittsburgh can hold off? And while Pittsburgh is certainly not nearly as good as them, like it's just math. If they rack up a few more wins, they just become too tough to catch.
Well, that will be, what is that? They don't play each other. They play each other week 18 and week 14. So maybe that's why
Week
it's
14.
skewing.
I feel like that's like a Thursday game, a Friday game.
December 7th is, yeah. So it's really actually, this works out. If Lamar was ever going to get hurt and if there was ever a year to have a bad start to the year, it's here because they've only played the Browns in a game that they won. And then after starting November 16th, they get the Browns, the Bengals, the Steelers, and the Steelers.
Yeah, and that goes to justify why they're still favored in the division. But like, it doesn't matter if you get to that point and you're 3-7.
I mean,
Then it makes no difference.
you could technically
makes no
you could technically, if you were 3-7 and got to that point, you could rally back with this schedule as long as you won all your division games.
Maybe.
Because you're burying them at the same time.
Maybe.
And then you win it at 8-9 or 9-8.
Oof.
Which doesn't seem, even 8-9 for that division doesn't seem inconceivable. Does it?
Joe Burrow needs to get back so fast. It's so there for them. My goodness.
It's not like they were lighting the world on fire with Burrow week 1.
So
Remember
there.
that.
Just so there for them. Had a perfect read and just things went sideways.
You know, when he got hurt, they were losing to the Browns.
Perfect read.
Do you believe that he had a perfect read on the situation, Jeff? Bengals Super Bowl, Burrow MVP.
Like he just knew the Ravens were gonna have all these injuries. What's he talking about?
Not injuries, but it's just I knew the division was not going to be as challenging as people contended it was going to be.
Pittsburgh's probably better than you thought.
So, well, they're luckier than I thought. I'll give them that.
Well, why? They've Tomlin. They're always lucky.
Sure. And I guess I should have given that even more weight. But anyway.
Pittsburgh's a lot like Atlanta to me.
I don't think you say that as a compliment.
They're like the reverse Atlanta, where like everything kind of goes wrong for Atlanta, everything kind of goes right for the Steelers.
Yeah. Like the Bizarro Falcons.
Although the Falcons being on bye, really, I am 4-0 in picks. I was looking this up. I'm 4-0 in picks against the spread with the Jets this year, and picks against the spread with
Well, I'm ready to trust the Falcons next week when we get back.
with
I am
Atlanta.
ready.
Should you?
I am.
Just like you were last time. But every other week they haven't covered. Every time that they're a dog, they cover. Every time they're a favorite, they don't. Basically,
I have something embarrassing to say.
you bet them to win the Super Bowl.
I bet them to win the division after the Carolina game.
I don't hate that.
That's not a bad. Listen, all those teams are probably somehow alive, unless Tampa keeps just getting away with it.
Just keep, well, if you say all those teams, Carolina and New Orleans
Listen,
are not.
Penix made like all the throws last week.
He has his moments.
Speaking of that division, we got Giants at the Saints.
Oy.
The Saints are 2-point favorites now.
Oh, I misread that.
I don't know why.
I misread that.
I'm in a group chat with like some of Pizzola and his smart buddies. I feel like there was like a big pro movement on the Saints early. So yeah, that number's moved.
Let Geoff speak to it, but like Jackson Dart did not play that well.
Yeah, but he played way better than Russ.
Sure, but like he didn't play great.
No, the first drive, they obviously had some scripted, and he was ready to like die to like perform, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
Like he's like flying head first on like the opening drive of a game, and Chargers like, okay, and that's credit to him. And listen, like Herbert's first game, I remember he was like willing to like die to show his teammates like he'll do this. But after that, he really didn't do anything. But you had to respect his ability to like extend plays and you had to spy him, I guess, because he's really athletic.
Yeah, he
And
is.
a no-brainer switch. Like no brainer. Russ can't do anything. He throws lob balls.
Mm-hmm.
Do we still like them against the Saints? The frisky Saints?
So when we started to look at the numbers and I was sitting down here, I was like, oh, New Orleans getting 2. This is great. It's New Orleans giving 2. Like the exact logic for why I was going to pick New Orleans, that the Giants shouldn't be laying points on the road into anybody, isn't too dissimilar to the idea that New Orleans shouldn't be laying points into anybody. My goodness, I don't know what to do here. Geoff, why don't you go first?
The coin is taking the Giants.
I'll take the Saints, but I don't have a feel at all.
I think I will take the Saints.
This is a great spot to tease up the Giants at 2, by the way. Bring them to 8 against the Saints.
I don't trust them.
You trust New Orleans?
I don't want to tease stupid teams.
Okay.
In any direction, because they're stupid.
Even
teams.
against stupid teams?
Why even bring stupidity into play?
Embrace the variance.
It's week 5. I don't need to bring 2 dead teams into a teaser for no reason.
So you're taking the Saints.
I am, with some reluctance.
Tell me about the front 7 for the Giants, Geoff. You watched all that Chargers game. Obviously, after Alt went out, it seemed like Herbert didn't have quite as much time as he was used to having. And it was really the first time all year it seemed like the Giants were getting into the backfield at the rate that we thought that they were going to do that at. But was that just me like not watching that game close enough? Is that really what happened? You tell me about it.
Yeah, I mean, our interior was shit. Becton is out. Alt was out. They're just dummying our guys. Someone had the greatest tweet today. It was a picture
tweet.
of the current Chargers O-line and saying the southern border under Biden.
Oh my goodness.
Herbert's getting hit at a just an insane rate, a ridiculous rate. Now, the last 2 games, Denver and the Giants, as I think we spoke about, like the Giants do have a D-line that can do things that a lot of other D-lines don't. And I don't know that the Chargers will play a better 2 D-lines all year. Well, they play Denver again. But yeah, like an elite D-line just dominates the Chargers right now, like dominates them. And this D-line, yeah. So Herbert was on his back and running for his life. And I saw like some other people clip some of the all-22 stuff. Like guys, like on big third downs, like just coming untouched right in Herbert's face. It's a credit to the Giants, and it makes me think, you know, whatever. We'll get to it with the Chargers, but like I'm doom and gloom again because I don't know how they can win.
Well, there's another way to spin this. Like if you're going to make the case for what's the case for New Orleans besides the Giants aren't good?
Saints have been in games
It's
against
just
some
2
good
bad
teams.
teams.
2 bad teams at home. I would just trust that. I think the Saints actually have more playmakers, given that Neighbors is gone. I actually think the Saints have more playmakers. Enough playmakers with Kamara and Shaheed. And like there's some guys there that can do something. Indoors, at home. You know, the Giants had an emotional win last week. But with no confidence, it's the Saints. But
So
And I'm
no
sure the Giants are confident to get to play a team as bad
Sure.
as the Saints, but
They
the Saints
should.
are probably excited to play a team that might be on their level also. Gee, yeah, this is I was yeah, I don't know what. Obviously, it's just like a math play when the nerds are involved. I don't know what like for what reasons, but
I would wager a guess. One sneaky part about New Orleans so far this season is that they're actually getting home to the quarterback.
Yeah.
Like they're, what are they, 5th in the league in adjusted sack rate right now.
Like-
and the Giants, we forget, also have a really terrible offensive line.
the Saints are, like, while being bad, are much better than I thought they were going to be. I thought they had like a chance to be historically bad. They're nowhere near that bad now.
They're also not very good.
No, they're not good. They're not a good football team. They're a bad team. They're one of the worst teams. But I thought they had a chance to be like historically bad.
now that's the Jets.
No, it's the Titans.
Uh,
That has a chance to like go nowhere.
Sometimes
like,
you just
literally
want to
nowhere.
take points when it's like the 2 horrible teams, but
I'm actually going to do that. I'm going to take the Giants.
I'm just going to play the home team.
If you had to ask me which one of these quarterbacks I would take, I mean, based on what I've seen from Dart, I'll take Dart over Rattler, who, like we were talking about when we were watching the game, get very excited for him when he steps up and completes a 10-yard pass.
Yeah.
Like, hey, look at that guy.
You can make those throws.
And then at the end, it did really seem like they were moving the ball, but they didn't in that game.
They moved it enough.
Not really. They didn't.
Like
They had some good returns.
yeah, Bills are not that great on altogether. So
Yeah, the Bills are bad.
not bad.
Jets are good. Bills are bad.
No.
Is really the takeaway that I get from you here.
No.
Miami and Carolina. Talk about bad teams. Here we
Oof.
go. Did you know that Miami has the second worst defense in the league behind Dallas?
That doesn't surprise me. They're terrible.
They looked better on Monday night.
But look, like
They're a 1.5 favorite in Carolina. 45.5 is the total.
we are taking the Dolphins here, and I hate that. But we are taking the Dolphins. How can you possibly take the Panthers?
I don't even know how to quantify if the Dolphins look good because it kind of felt like the Jets, despite how their quarterback can't throw the ball more than like 8 yards downfield, couldn't, they still struggled to stop the run. I don't even know what to make of the Dolphins defense. I don't know, Carolina, that's just ungodly bad. Fuck, I don't, man. These what how many games are in the slate? 2 of them are the last 2. Like what is the big, you guys mentioned big screen earlier. What did you decide?
Either Denver, Philly,
or
or
Vegas, Indy.
or Ravens and Texans.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Denver, Philly for sure.
Yeah, Denver, Philly is like
Jets,
easily the
Cowboys.
best game.
I mean,
Oh no, we already have that TV set aside.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, it's a 6-game slate.
Well, yeah, there's 4 teams on bye.
So this is a very interesting matchup. I'm trying to find it here. Let's see. Who's allowed the most sacks? Minnesota has the worst offensive line of the league, by the way.
Yeah.
Minnesota, Baltimore, Tennessee have given up the most sacks per dropback of any teams.
Yeah, but what the Chargers or something? I saw a stat like Herbert's taking the most hits.
Yeah, but he's not going down. That's helpful.
Yeah.
And weirdly, Carolina gets no pressure at all.
No.
They're dead last in the league in pressure.
They got
rate.
nothing.
Yeah, give me Miami. Yeah.
Sure.
What do I know? I don't know.
What if Tua throws it behind his back again, starts styling on the Panthers like he did to the Jets? Primetime Tua looking good. He did look good. He threw a no-look pass.
Yeah, behind his back. Yeah, real impressive.
I mean, he won.
Yeah, sort of.
So what explain the sort of part.
They
of
don't
that.
take away that touchdown from Garrett Wilson, we win.
That's not true.
Grand larceny.
So are we going to play every game in the season like this now?
No, just that one.
Just that one.
Just
so,
that
so
one.
the Colts don't get a win?
You can give them a win, but then you should take that one from Denver.
No,
So
I mean, you're only taking that away from Denver now after I beat that into you for 3 weeks. At the time, of course they won.
The better team didn't win last night, and that's really
You know what? The better team rarely fumbles 4 times in a game and commits 38 penalties.
Well, that's what they do.
Well, you know what? That makes them not the better team now, does it?
Why don't they just fire Aaron Glenn? Just fire him.
I've never gone there this quick.
I know,
ever.
but look, here's the thing. He's no good. And like we're trying to build for here's my nightmare is that we get this first pick and he ruins whoever it is that is the quarterback. Like I've now decided he cannot take us over the mountain. So if he can't take us over the mountain, get rid of him. Just let him go. We need somebody in there who's like a disciplinarian. Someone who like can whip this team into shape.
You're gonna dummy the Cowboys, and then you're gonna do that thing you do again next week.
Not at 1-4. Not at 1-4.
Yes,
and then they
you
go,
will.
and they go to London. No,
Yeah, Woody's home.
not at
It's like
1-4.
Pat has lots of homes. Woody's got lots of homes.
I really want to take Carolina here. I'm just trying to figure out a way to do it.
It's
I don't know if I can.
Have a team that takes non-stop illegal motion penalties and illegal shifts and offsides and personal fouls and chop blocks, and you don't know, you cut the kick returner in week 1 because it's all about responsibility and this team, taking accountability. And then you go ahead and you put someone back there last night who fumbled it. Then he made the bad fair catch call, and you let him go out the 3rd time to recover a punt. Where's the accountability there? Where's the lesson that's been learned? The inmates are running the asylum, and the inmates are crazy. So why are you allowing this to happen? This is wild. If I were Mr. Johnson, I would relieve him of his responsibilities after the London game.
Would you make Brick the coach?
No, but like at some point, you just got to realize, oh my goodness, this fellow was and it's tough because of course he's a tenured Jet. We have a lot of history with Aaron Glenn on the team. So, you don't like the ignominy of having to let him go in the season. So maybe you let him finish the year and let him go. But he can't go past this season. What has he done? What has he done?
You want your organization under the firestorm of firing an African-American coach after a month?
No.
Or in the, I wouldn't even think about it that way. I think about this is now 2 seasons in a row where you fired your first-year head coach midway through the season.
They didn't fire
Ulbrich.
Salo was not a.
Oh, yeah, Salo was. I was thinking about Ulbrich.
Like,
are you just going to fire guys after 5 games if things aren't going perfectly?
As far as I'm concerned, look, Mr. Johnson has a lot of money. He can spend it on all kinds of coaches. Keep hiring and firing until you find the right person for the job.
I mean, maybe sometimes it's more maybe it's Mike McDaniel.
If he wants to be offensive coordinator,
No, he's the next head coach of the New York Jets. Can't wait for you to 180 on Mike McDaniel.
I just want a disciplinarian.
It's not Mike McDaniel?
No, there's another person who's not even paying attention to what's going on in the game.
Well, he's got vapes to smoke.
Yeah, and capri pants to show off.
They're just high rolled up pants. They're not capri pants. He's not Rafael Nadal.
I hate to give up on a coach after 4 games. I really do.
Jets
But it's like
luck.
he doesn't have it. He just doesn't have he doesn't have the team ready to play. Like you would think that a disciple of Dan Campbell would have. Again last night, that punt. They're down by 2 scores. They're at like midfield. You run the ball on 3rd and 6 to get nothing, and then you punt. What? Like you've learned nothing. Everything that made Detroit so good, that 2% edge that the Tampa Bay Devil Rays used to have, that they implemented so marvelously. You learned this with Dan Campbell for years, and then you get the opportunity to have a head coaching job at a place you played and were an all-time great at, and you just don't have it. It's sad, really. It's like, how many times did Montreal hire former superstar players like Maurice Richard to coach, and like they had to let him go after like a year or so because he just didn't have it. Doesn't have it. So like, give him the year if you want, but like fire him and let Steve Wilkes, who's been a head coach before, let him finish the year. That's fine with me.
You were talking about firing him too.
He should go, but like let him. In fact, if he's spending less time focused on the defense and more time focused on other things, that might help the defense at this point. They need to all go. I'm sorry, and I hate to be this guy. Like I'd like to give people time to get things right, but I'm sorry, they got nothing. End rant.
If they fired Aaron Glenn, the Jets would hold they'd hold 3 of the top 5 spots on the firing coaches the fastest in history.
Yeah, like Rich Kotite didn't last a year, did he?
Bill Belichick, number 1, 0 games.
Stop that. He didn't get
He is
fired.
number 1. He lasted 1 day as Jets coach.
He resigned.
Pete McCulley. Lou Holtz.
Lou Holtz, that's who didn't last.
13 games for
That's
the
who
New
it
York
was.
Jets.
Yeah.
A guy named George Allen was fired after 2 preseason games.
George Allen was a longtime coach of the Washington Redskins.
Well, he was the Rams coach for 2 preseason games.
Okay.
Until he was relieved. Pete McCulley was a 9-game coach for the San Francisco 49ers. And then Lane Kiffin for the Raiders, 20 games was the next closest one.
Really? How many? No, but Urban Meyer didn't get through a season.
Yeah, I mean, this is what Pro Football Hall of Fame is reporting this.
Okay, but Urban Meyer had one.
So you're saying that the Hall of Fame is wrong?
That both Bobby Petrino and Urban Meyer didn't finish their first seasons.
Oh.
So
And Freddie Kitchens got fired after a season.
yeah, but he got the full year in. Like Petrino
So he got at least 16
and
games.
Urban Meyer didn't get through the year.
0 games.
Yeah.
The Tigers won.
Oh, did they? Good. That's one of my picks.
The Indians had a guy on 3rd with no outs
They're
in
the
bottom
Guardian. They're the Guardians.
in
now,
the
Jeffrey.
bottom of the 9th, and they Guardians, and they
So
didn't.
Jeff he watches Rumble Sports Center. So you know what they're calling the team. Their original names. They're all going back to over there. That would be actually Jeff. You want to make some money? Rumble Sports Center might be where it's at.
You just call the teams their original.
Just
names.
offside Sports Center on Rumble. We still haven't decided between Miami and Carolina.
Miami.
You're going Miami?
Yeah.
Tua versus Tua Jr.
Zesty Tua versus
Zesty Tua?
No, Tua's had better. I mean, Tua led the league in passing one year. As much as I like to rag on Tua, he's had some excellent performances. Like Bryce Young is never going to lead the league in passing. I think we can say that pretty definitively.
Will he be a starting quarterback next year if things keep like this?
No.
No, I think he'll get the year, and then whomever. I mean, I guess Cavalis will probably get
Canales will get
Canales will
canned.
probably,
And then Bryce Young will go
maybe.
to
It wasn't his guy. He might get an extra year.
then Bryce Young will go to Minnesota, San Francisco,
The Rams.
or the Rams, and then he'll back up, and then he'll just randomly come in for another team and be really good somehow.
The Vikings will sign him. He'll take them to the playoffs, and then because you can't keep a good quarterback, they'll let him go. Because it's too ingenious to not do that.
You're really on this. Yeah, it's funny. It's funny
I was
how
so right about it.
It's funny how fast you wouldn't be bringing it up if you knew the bottom wasn't going to fall out.
I don't think it's
Like you were
football.
trying to bring it up before we know. Actually, no. When you kept saying it last week, the Vikings and Seahawks had the same record.
Just saying, I'm not going to let it go because I was dead.
Listen,
right
if you get it right at the end of the year, then you can have your credit. You don't need to be begging for credit before it actually happens.
Sorry, if you met me,
Listen, I gave you credit for hitting the first touchdown.
I appreciate. I didn't want that.
Well, it worked.
I didn't want that. Crap.
And the Darren Waller 2 touchdowns. Someone cashed in a 75-1.
A-Chain scored last night.
He did. So every player that you've picked to not score the first touchdown has at least scored the
Except for Higgins. I don't think Higgins scored last night.
Yeah, but that was more of an off the color as we were doing.
Yeah,
it.
that's true.
That was like an unofficial pick.
That's true.
I'll take Carolina. Screw it.
Sure.
Short rest. Short rest for Miami. Going on the road. Big trip to Carolina. It's long. They're probably driving.
Probably not.
Tennessee at Philadelphia. The best of these games.
Denver at Philadelphia.
Denver at Philadelphia, sorry. And Philly is favored by 3.5 at home. Seems short, honestly.
Does seem short.
I'll take Philly again.
I will too.
Philly just wins these games every week.
Also very lucky. If you wanted to take Denver first half, I'm on board with that.
Oh, that depends. You either take Philly alt line first half or Denver money line first half, and then just do the opposite in the second half.
But I'm not picking against Philly.
Like Bo Nix still looks bad, man. He looks
Yeah.
really bad. I know a few of his
They
guys.
played fine last night.
A
but,
few of his
the
guys
Bengals-
drop passes,
The
but
Bengals just didn't show up last night, so it was like they're just playing against a practice squad.
yeah, Philly's just they're gonna get got, Jeff, because they are playing their C- game every single week, but just they play well enough for 20-minute stretches that it just buries the other team.
I think Denver's going to catch him, though, Pat.
Okay.
Why?
I don't know. I just think they're going to make a play or two. The Eagles aren't scoring a ton of points. I think Denver will just create a short field. It's not going to be an easy game for Philly. I think the points. Will matter. It's going to be a Fienberg.
Oh, Philly wins, Denver covers is where
Yeah.
you would go here?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, Philly's just, they're running fake tush pushes now. It just seems like they're having fun out there.
They are having fun. I wouldn't want to play them. Like I don't think they were by any means the best team in the league, but like
I think that they are.
have to put them at one.
I think they are secretly the best team in the league.
I still think we'll get to them. Like I think the Lions are still a wagon and would beat them. But nevertheless, like the Eagles are great. So and they're great and lucky, and that's a good combination. That's a great combination.
How many touchdowns is Darren Waller going to score this week?
Oh my God. Probably none. That was it. Until he plays the Jets in week 17. That's it. He only shows up for Jets games just to humiliate me.
Do you know how many snaps he played for the Dolphins?
12.
14.
14.
Ran 10 routes and caught 2 touchdowns.
In his defense, that was a phenomenal touchdown catch.
He had a nice third down conversion over the.
He recovered the onside kick.
What a return to form. Return to the league for Waller.
Good
Hardly
for him.
knew her.
Good for him.
All right, that brings us to the midway point of the show, which means it's time for a mini version of Cust Corner.
Cust Corner, it's Cust Corner. Cust Corner, it's Cust Corner. He's got the hottest takes with the highest stakes. He should be president of the United States, but it's Cust Corner, it's Cust Corner. Cust Corner, hee 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 hee.
Okay. I'm going to ask a question, and maybe I'm ignorant.
Is it about your water bottle?
No. Although it's about consumption. I heard this term the other day, and I don't understand this concept of what they call pre-drinking or pre-gaming.
What are you talking about?
What is the point of doing that before you go out to drink? The whole purpose of going to the bar is to drink.
Sounds like Tim Too Rich has never been
Tim.
poor.
So why would you drink a bunch of drinks
Hold
at
on,
somebody's
you
house
don't-
before
you-
you went to the place where you're going?
Are you
to drink?
serious?
You don't
Yeah, I
need
understand it.
you don't need to be rich or to have dad's credit card to want a pregame. Tim, we would like put down a bottle before we left before we left someone's house.
Okay, explain this to me. I don't understand.
Drinks are expensive when you
Because
go
it's
out.
like, drinks are expensive. If the bar is crowded, like getting drinks is annoying. You just show up on
Then why go
show
at
up
all?
on third base. What do
Then
you
why
mean?
not? Why not just stay home and drink?
Good
gotta
for
go
the
pick up-
camaraderie, for the girls,
Picking up
for
chicks.
the scene,
Like, what are you talking about?
I don't
for
understand
the
this whole
music.
culture.
We-
What do you mean?
We used to do it all the time. We used to like basically start drinking. We would go out because we had Sunday Fun Day here during college. So there was dollar drinks on Sunday nights, which is fantastic news.
And then someone hosts a pre-drink, and
So we would watch Entourage before we went out, get wasted while we were watching that, be at a place for like 2 hours, cab downtown, and then go to the bar from 11 p.m. till 3 a.m.
I enter the bar like hammered.
Yeah. You're not showing up to the bar sober.
I don't. To me, you show up sober and you drink there. What's the point of going to the bar?
No, showing up sober would have been so weird.
Yeah, that would be really weird.
I don't understand.
Listen, it wouldn't be weird now that we're 40.
Yeah, now I show up sober. I only need 2.5 drinks. and
Yeah.
I'm done.
Now it's fine. When I was 20,
Is this common? Like, I really don't think I knew about this. Like, people
Amongst-
like go out before they go out.
amongst people who like go to clubs and go out, yeah, incredibly common stuff for people in college. Incredibly, Jared, it looks like you wanted to chime in here. Like you had a take on this.
Yeah. Yeah.
You got one?
So many thoughts, Tim. This seems like this is coming from somebody who doesn't partake in binge drinking that often.
No,
Would that be true?
That is true.
Okay, so you get into like a flow state after 4, 5, 6 drinks where you're instantly more charming, you're more funny, you're more attractive to the other sex. This is why people pregame. That and good vibes at your house.
Good vibes, yeah.
Throwing
it's
darts,
cheaper to
watching
get
TV
wasted
with
at
the
home.
fellas. It's good.
And it's cheaper to get wasted at home.
And it's cheaper.
Well, then just stay home.
no.
Do you want to go out?
I want to go meet women.
Yeah, where are you going to meet the women at?
Stay home then.
But then you're not going to meet the
Stay
women.
home. We're
How are you going to have
be up
casual
in the-
sex?
Tim,
Yeah, where are you
here's
going to go
the
pick up
thing.
at your house?
Tim, this is what you don't understand. Tim, this is what you're missing. Like, the night is so freaking young. We're going to go to the club. We're going to have a great time. And then we're still going to, like, hang for 2 hours after the club.
There's
in our
post-game?
place.
Yeah, we used to go to the
Like-
restaurant across the street from the Dome. The Apple Barrel was open 24/7. We go there and eat afterwards.
That sounds
If we didn't pick up.
Like,
That
there's
sounds
no-
exhausting.
Just, like, stay at home. Like, what do you mean? We've got, like, 6 hours to kill.
Like when I showed up to Pat's Christmas party, I'd already had 6 drinks before I went. Because I was like, I'm bunch me in a room with a bunch of strangers except for you and Pat. I was like, it's got to be done, man.
I would never do that.
I think you were the only person who showed up to that party sober.
Well, to be fair, it's an open bar. Why would I drink beforehand?
Just to lubricate yourself to get in.
I don't need to do that.
Well, see, everyone's
Okay,
not like you.
must be
Maybe
nice.
what you figure it out through
I was willing to admit
10 years of Cust Corner is that everyone's not like you.
I was willing to start this by saying maybe I'm just ignorant. And so maybe I am. But this
Yeah, but
seems very
don't you
strange
also
to me.
think, like, no one drank in high school?
No, I didn't say that. I said I didn't see anybody have alcohol parties when I was in high school. I'm not saying they didn't happen. I didn't see them. They didn't happen to me.
Dayton, have you ever heard of an alcohol party? Or you're a young one. You're a Gen Z. Is that just called a party?
Yeah.
I wasn't invited to those. So if they were happening, I don't know about them.
It's the same thing with pre. Like it was basically just having a party before going out. Like the pre-drinking wasn't like 3 people. We'd have like
Seems to me
15 people
if
over.
you're already 15 or 20 beer deep or whatever, then like you're having a good time. Just stay there and have fun.
we want to go
next
fuck.
thing you're gonna
Then go to the bar. And
That's what we
and
did.
then drink there.
No,
next
but then you
thing
got to
Tim is-
stand in the lines the entire time.
Yeah, Tim, yeah. Sometimes it's winter and we're gonna be in line trying to get in. Unless you're so drunk that you just pay him whatever the bouncer wants. But Tim, you're gonna tell us next that you don't understand why people like eat and drink outside the football game for 3 hours before.
No, I understand that. People are having fun. They're getting together and they're hanging out.
This was also fun. Why even go to the football game if you're having fun outside?
Why not just go to your seat at 11 and eat inside?
You're not eating the same types of food. It's a very different thing.
Why even go into the game? You can watch it on TV and keep having a great time because you're already having a good time.
I actually have the opinion that it's better to watch the game on TV 99% of the time than go to it.
I'm with you on that, but I also wouldn't want to go to the tailgate beforehand and then go back home and watch TV.
No, and I'm sure people do that too, which is weird.
Sure, yeah.
Okay.
But yes, people pregame.
Okay.
It's odd that it's a foreign concept.
It's not. Well, it's not now. Okay. Secondly,
Okay, you got more here.
I'm very
Hold on,
excited.
do
about-
people do that now? Because all the news says they don't drink anymore.
Young people don't tend to drink anymore.
Oh well, let's
So I imagine they
we're
don't
gonna throw over to young person correspondent Dayton. Dayton, you're 21 or 22?
23.
23. Have you ever drank alcohol before?
Never, Cust. Never in my life.
No, it's not my. No, there
No,
are-
yes, I have. Yeah.
What Geoff is citing is there are some studies that suggest that this generation, compared to previous generations, drink at a lesser rate.
Dayton, you know anyone who doesn't drink?
Yeah, I do.
Like a lot?
Yeah, I don't drink a lot, actually.
Okay.
But like even your friends who drink the most, would they drink like a bottle before going to a club?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Oh yeah, no, there still would be people that not saying this is a generation of teetotalers. That's not the point. The point is that like in comparison with younger generations, they're just living differently. They're drinking less.
Well, drugs got a lot better, Tim.
I think that's part of it.
Yeah,
Is that
you just
they're
pop a
doing
pill and you're fine.
But anyway, alcohol is like it's not like real old timey, but like it's on the way to becoming like a bit old timey.
That's going to be bad for the economy.
Well, like anything else, the market will be something else will find its way into the market to fill in the slack.
Oxy bars?
Like oxygen bars?
No, like popping oxy.
Oh no, I doubt it.
I don't know if that's now the popular thing.
I don't know what it is. I'm too old now. I was kind of too old then.
So what's your number 2?
Okay, so I haven't been to Costco in like a month. So I went today, and like
You went on a holiday?
I heard that this change was coming in the United States, but I didn't know it was coming here. For the longest time, I really haven't been able to take advantage of the $1.50 hot dog and pop deal because you had to get a Pepsi. But my friends, they have switched over to Coke machines. They've gotten rid of Pepsi products. And now I can get the $1.50 with a Fountain DC, which hit so good today. And I got the hot dog and a DC for $1.50. And like I didn't have to stand at the machine and go, do I really want this? Because just I want the hot dog, but like I don't want any of the Pepsi products. And like, am I going to get like an iced tea? Well, I don't want that. I want a 0-cal drink, but then I'd have to drink Diet Pepsi. That's gross. But now they've switched. I was walking into the store, right? And people had the Coke brand cups in their hand. I was like, it's happened. They actually have it. And it was so great. It was great. So folks, Costco has fully switched over to Coke products in the cafeteria, and I'm over the moon excited. I can finally take advantage of all these deals they have with the drink because now I can actually have the drinks. This is great.
So happy for you.
Oh, this is great. This is
And McDonald's monopoly coming back to America.
you
You can win a Dodge Viper.
They start on the 6th, and we start on the 7th.
Oh, they're going to get a day ahead of you.
I don't know if Jeff seemed to intimate the rules are different down there than here, and maybe they are. I really haven't studied your Monopoly game
I
because
feel like
I don't
they're
play
getting.
there.
No, what I was saying, Tim, is I feel like they're getting the digital game that we've had for years.
Yeah, well, we have a hybrid game. Like it's digital, but they also encourage you to keep your pieces and whatever and like have your own board. But also that you can like plug in your code into the app and you have like a virtual board, which I think is great. Like it's the best of both worlds.
But you're gonna get like if you thought you were getting Monopoly people messaging you before, now it's gonna be like 20x now that's back in the States.
But it's a different game.
Honest to God, for every time that you get some stickers, we need you to film yourself doing the rips. There's like a big market online, like TikTok and all this stuff, of people like opening baseball cards and stuff. You're just the guy who peels Monopoly stickers and shows them off. People would fucking eat that up.
Well, maybe we'll do it on Sunday Night Live.
No, every time you
And
get
then
it,
Jared
you're
can
gonna
turn it
get
into a TikTok.
You're gonna get 3,000
Okay.
McDonald's
No.
rips.
But like,
How much money do you have allocated
No,
to McDonald's Monopoly this year?
I don't.
Is it over $1,000?
No, I don't. But I didn't play last year.
So $2,000. You banked up last
Let's
year.
just say it starts next Tuesday, and by the time I see you folks on Tuesday, I suspect we'll play.
You should bring some. You should at least bring a coffee in for the show. Like, I have a McDonald's
Yeah.
coffee. I'll be able to rip them too.
It's opening day, and I'm very excited. But like to have the Coke products in Costco, and like fountain ones, and it was a good fountain one too. I tell you,
There's one place I don't mind fountain pop because I find fountain pop absolutely
McDonald's?
disgusting. No, at the movies.
oh yeah, movie fountain pop is good.
It really blends together well with
No,
the
it's
very
good.
salted popcorn of the movie
It's
theater.
very good.
And as someone who's like an avid moviegoer these days, twice in 2 days,
You are saving Hollywood.
I am-
You're a hero.
I am Siskel over here.
yeah, I want to go. I want to see the new Leo.
I want to see it too, but
Thomas
now I got to go
Anderson.
see it by myself.
Oh, I'd go see it again.
Okay.
100%. And see it in
Is it
IMAX.
good as people are saying 9 out of 10. You just said.
Yeah, it's fucking awesome. Although there is a pushback that the movie is too woke. I don't.
Well, maybe. I'll judge it for myself.
I think viewing it that way is missing the entire point of the movie. which
I honestly
Not shocking.
feel like I wouldn't even notice that unless you said that to me. Like I wouldn't even like realize that myself unless I was like looking for it.
Please.
no, that is the movie, but you're not seeing the movie for what it is. The subtlety is the other part of it.
I don't take PTA as a particularly woke filmmaker.
Neither do I, but like the politics of the movie are one way if you choose to read it one way.
How long is the movie?
Almost 3 hours.
This is what concerns me.
It does not feel like 3 hours. Like there's the opening sequence is. I don't want to give any spoilers on this. I did a spoiler review with Joey Wright on Monday on the feed if people want to go check that out. But I would just say that the opening sequence, like pre-credit, like the prologue, is like 40 something minutes long. It feels like 10 minutes. It just flies. The whole movie flies.
But like, so that reminds me, it's like Inglorious Bastards, where the
No.
prologue is like 30 minutes.
Yeah, but that movie doesn't. That movie has no propulsion. Like you sit in that movie, you live in different spaces in Inglourious Bastards. This movie is just. It's like you've wound up a clock. It's just going. There's no stopping the entire time.
Wow.
So-
I can't wait to go.
I would love. I want.
to-
I'm going to go see it. I want to go see it, but my goodness, 3 hours is a long time.
I mean, that's
for a
like
theater.
average movie length.
No,
man.
I don't think that's true.
Like when was the last Avengers movie?
well, okay, but that's an exception. That was like 3 hours.
Can I be honest, Pat? Like the fact that it's 3 hours, I'm contemplating. It's almost like I don't want to finding a way to like see it the same way I'd find a way to like go play golf in like the afternoon or something. Like
Yeah, I had to go after the kids went to bed. That's when I went to go see it. I saw a late show for IMAX, but I would recommend seeing. This is a movie that you like. I missed Oppenheimer in theaters. And I had to watch it at
I
home,
saw it in
and
IMAX.
I feel like I missed out on seeing that movie the way it was supposed to be seen. I would not want to miss this in
I
theaters.
think Oppenheimer was actually meant to be seen in 70 mil, but we didn't have. The
We
machine.
don't have those around here.
Yeah, I wish we did.
But this one's shot in VistaVision, and there's only 4 VistaVision theaters in
I
America.
don't know what that is.
It's a very like old timey. It's like a smaller type screen.
It's like reel to reel.
I have no idea. Okay. Just no one uses Vista. They had to thank Giovanni Ribisi in the credits because he restores VistaVision cameras and he lent them one.
Okay. I mean, I want to see it. It looks great. This is the type of theater I enjoy. So
But put it this way, Jeff, it's fucking funny. It is a funny movie.
yeah, I want to see it.
I just looked up McDonald's as to see if the rules are any different. It seems like you're right. For Canada, it's going to be the half and half. However, guess what? Guess what item has the most stickers?
the 20 chicken nugget box.
No.
Really? Because that had 4 stickers.
There's 6 stickers on one item.
Hold on.
Hold on. So
Let's
this is new. This
Let's
is breaking.
guess. This is a regular item.
It's a regular item. Well, it's not a regular item. It's a somewhat new item, and it has 6 stickers.
No, it's not the McVeggie.
It's a McVeggie.
No way. 6.
No way.
That indicates to me that's not selling.
That's bullshit.
I can't believe I'm going to have to buy these things, but I have to. Like I have to. That's it. Like
Yeah, the
I guess
value
I'm going to be. Oh yeah, the value added.
Value
I'm going to be
algo
Mr.
per
McVeggie now
sticker
for
says
like
you
a
gotta-
month.
Yeah, you got to crush McVeggie.
I guess that's good. It's vegan or vegetarian. So
But you've
it's
been all
good.
about protein.
So it's good-
You're not
it's
going to
good
get
for
your
me.
protein.
I bought some protein shakes today,
You know,
but they
that
only have
dirt-
160 calories in them, and they have next to no sugar.
You got to lift fucking weights, man. If you're going to be getting protein shakes and eating a ton of protein, you got to lift weights. I'm
Hold on,
sorry.
that's dirty play by McDonald's. That's a dirty tactic.
6?
6.
Are you lying to me?
I am.
Okay. Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
Because everybody knows the only one with extra stickers is the 20 chicken nugget pack. And I'll tell you, that's a dark moment when you are in the parking lot of your car and you polish off a 20-piece McNugget box just so you got those 2 extra stickers and you pull them and there were 3 of them you already had. That is a dark moment. That is a dark moment.
But live sticker pulls on the show?
Yeah.
And TikTok?
Yeah.
Mayo Media TikTok?
Yeah,
And Instagram?
I'll even bring a few in. We can do a bunch of them.
Oh, that's can you save them?
Yeah, I can do that.
And do the rips here?
Yeah, I can do that.
You can talk it through with your board?
Yeah, I can do that. I'll bring the board. It's opening day. Yeah, I can do that.
I feel like this is a winning segment, Jeff.
The thought of Tim, like he knows it's so bad for him. Like he doesn't want to eat these extra 10 nuggets. He wants the stickers. He buys the 20 pack. He gorges them in his lot, in the parking lot. And then to pull 3 or 4 duplicates. Oh, it's so funny.
It's a dark moment.
I'll save this one for next week. I came up with some alternate Cuss Corner topics in case you don't have anything.
Sure.
As like an add-on, but I think that was good.
Okay.
We got through Monopoly, Costco, and pre-gaming.
Time out?
Should we pre-game before the go and see the movie?
No.
Well, me and Bill used to do that a lot.
You told me that you guys
we
used
used to
to
get that. We'd have
But
our
that makes
DD.
more sense to me because you're not going to drink at the movie
Well, we
theater.
we did drink at the
if you
movie theater.
smuggled in alcohol, but like you
we
don't
did smuggle in alcohol. We got fucking cranked.
until about
Yeah, we watched Crank 1 and we did it again for Crank 2. And like our designated driver, I've never seen anyone drive that fast out of a parking lot. So fucking fired up from Crank. Amy Smart getting fucking cranked at the track. Great flick. If anyone hasn't seen Crank, you go out of your way to go see Crank.
Great flick.
Great movie. Maybe we'll do a rewatch or watch along at Crank.
bring Billy in.
I would bring Bill in. Bill would be so fucking fired up. Bill is the one guy, you hear him on this show once a year on Thanksgiving getting way too fired up off camera and chucking me beer the entire time. Although I'm still in on The Mummy. Watch along. I think people were in on that. Jeff, would you be...
Movie. That was a great movie.
Emo tap. Emo tap. The movie's fucking awesome. Just a classic on like the the Rewatchables podcast.
Yes.
That to me is like a rewatchable movie. It's not great. It's just on and very watchable. And you know every part of it at this point.
do it for the master.
The Master would be a tough rewatchable. Unless we played Pick a Point.
We would.
Johnnie Walker, a brand synonymous with the game of golf for over a century, is bringing bold energy to golf's fiercest stage and ultimate rivalry with the Spirit of the Cup, a fan-first program that celebrates national pride, fandom, and the relentless spirit of competition. The program invites a new generation of fans to experience golf through modern rituals, bold collaborations, and culture-forward experiences. Leading into the tournament weekend, Johnnie Walker will bring the Spirit of the Cup tour to the streets of New York City from Wednesday, September 24th through Sunday, September 28th. As a part of Johnnie Walker's commitment to making golf straight up more fun, the experience is open to the public, offering golf lovers and inspiring golfers to chip their way to glory while sipping signature Johnnie Walker cocktails. Drink responsibly. Late set of games getting into Tennessee and Arizona. Oof. Arizona's favored by 8.5 in this game. 41 is the total. Now, you've used them in Survivor.
Yeah, me too.
Would you use them this week if you had them available?
100%. Be a no-brainer for me if they were available.
Like, Tennessee's not going 0-17, right?
No, but I don't think they'll beat like Jacksonville or something.
You know, between the golf and the Blue Jays on Sunday, I didn't see that game didn't get a second of TV. I mean, I assume it was just everything Tennessee's done the first month all over again, but worse.
It was a Pat watches that on a Monday morning.
Yeah.
Because they kept flicking over to, we were doing the Red Zone live stream, playback.tv, by the way. And when they would cut over to that game, it'd be like, here's a highlight. It's a 3-yard catch from Christian Kirk. It's like,
it
oh,
wasn't even
super.
for a first down. It's like, why are we being shown this? I like Arizona.
Oh,
and
you know what their win could be? Week 17 against the Saints.
yes, definitely. Teasing the Saints, or the Cardinals down.
Arizona might be a team where like they have a lot of wins, but will be like, have they beat a good team yet?
Yeah,
The answer would be no.
They're a classic. They're now 7 NFC There's 7 teams in the NFC playoffs, and they get to be the 7th seed, but they're not at the caliber of other teams.
Weirdly, I mean, they probably should have beat San Francisco 2 weeks ago.
Yes.
Maybe, yeah.
But obviously they didn't.
No.
They seem to be...
And they had a crack last week. Like Seattle had to make a long field goal to win.
Like, I would almost say that they ended up coming back in that game.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like they came back, they could have won that game.
It really felt like Seattle just fell asleep. There's no... Seattle...
That was the weirdest game.
Seattle feels like they lack killer instinct.
I don't think that's wrong.
Well, yeah, that game should have been over, and then all of a sudden it was like, what the hell?
Yeah, they played super cautious once they got in.
Yeah, it's weird. I mean, I don't mean this as like our kind of running Darnold thing, but it's like they didn't trust Darnold to go win the game.
Yeah, they just didn't want to make any. They figured they had enough in the bag, and they just
And they were right-ish.
kind of. They still needed a long field goal to win, but
I felt like if they had just chucked the keys to Darnold to let him win the game, like
probably would have.
like the end of the third quarter, they probably just would have won by 25.
I don't disagree.
So that was somewhat concerning for me with them.
I don't think there's enough points.
Yeah, I'm not taking Tennessee.
No,
Just not doing it.
Can't do it.
Let them cover a spread first.
Yep.
How about we do that? They almost covered against Denver week 1. They pushed. Even the coin likes Arizona. Are we all taking Arizona?
I want to take Tennessee, but I just. And how can you pick them? The spread, you could argue you could play Arizona alt lines.
I would agree.
Arizona's stupid, though.
Yeah, but I still think they're good enough to beat a really bad team by a lot.
Like at least through the first 2 weeks, it felt like Tennessee's defense might show up a little bit. Like they were getting pressure. It just turned out that Bo Nix played really poorly against them. Although they were in the backfield, now their defense is just horrible.
Yeah, I don't know. This got 23-3 written all over it.
And I know Cam Ward, consistency would be an issue, but I thought there'd be pockets of games where he would be incredible.
They just got
as well.
nobody. They just got nobody.
What's their game plan here? They seem to have no game plan. As you mentioned last week, Jeff, their coach doesn't know the rules to football.
Oh my
That's
God.
a problem. They have no offensive line. They have no real. Their best weapon is A.O. Menor.
Yeah, they got nothing. Let them have the first
Canadian.
pick. We
He's
can take
Canadian
we can
from
take
a farm in Saskatchewan.
We can,
Alberta. He's from outside of Red Deer, Alberta, I believe.
It's a
Grand Prairie,
farm,
remember?
farm life, yeah.
Farm strong. Different
Good
type
for
of
him,
strong.
yeah, but he is farm strong. Good
Shout out
old
to him.
Canadian, good old Hick.
Shout out
Love
to
it.
my guy that I went to broadcasting school with, Phil DeLand. He was farm strong. Now he's he competes in strongman competitions.
Well, is Cam? Who do you think Cam's going to be on?
Tennessee.
probably.
8.5.
Because it is that's the scary thing. The number is still appealing, but they'll lose. It'll be 17-0 instantly, probably.
That's it, right? Or it's just 10-0. You're like, oops, well, this is over now.
Or they'll miss 3 field goals.
The
that they
only
could've
way,
used to
the
cover.
only way they come back is the way that they stayed close with Denver, which is that Denver gave them super short fields and they got a kickoff return and there were turnovers. That's it. That's their only path. That's not sustainable.
Let's see, even special teams. I'll look at your boy, DVOA. Who do you think that the 5 best DVOA special teams? Oh, this is interesting, actually, because 2 of these teams are playing each other this week. Seattle's number 1.
Tampa.
No. Seattle, Washington. The Jets are number 3. Miami is number 4.
I don't know how Jets can be number 3. There's multiple. I said it's got to be because of the field goal.
You take it up with Sonor DVOA.
It's got to be because their field goal kicking's been very solid. And their punting's been pretty good. Because
they get a lot of reps.
Their punt returning and kick returning is horrendous.
And Dallas is number 5.
Yeah, well, they have the best returner in football.
Arizona. Oh no, it's let's see here. The other way. Arizona seems to have Let's go here. Let's go. There we go. New Orleans, Tampa, the Niners, Cleveland, and Vegas have the 5 worst special teams.
Yeah.
You always like to look at the special teams.
It matters. It can be in a close game. It usually is the decisive factor.
So where's Tennessee on this list? I was hoping that they would have if there's a case they're 12th, so they're okay. And they're second. Oh, that's Indy. I was like, they're second overall. It's like, no, that's not true. It's Indianapolis.
Yeah, they're
up
they're
there?
playing well.
Yeah, I can't really make a compelling case for Tennessee.
No.
Trying to do it, couldn't do it. Washington at the Chargers. Jaden Daniels is back against your guys, Jeff. Although the Chargers are still favored by 3 points. I like Washington to win this game. That's me. Where are you at, Jeff?
Yeah, Washington.
Is that just what you're doing now?
No, I don't know. Why would I get when Slater got hurt, I had the right approach, and I should go back to that approach. Nothing is possible with these injuries. Everyone is hurt. Lad McConkey dropped 3 passes. He had a ridiculous block in the back on a big play as we're trying to score early in the game. I don't know what that guy is doing right now. I know he's going to snap out of it, but Herbert is just getting killed, and the ceiling is just unattainable. Hopefully they fight. Hopefully they bounce back, but we could lose to anybody, even the Dolphins next week.
The one part of this I would be concerned about is I do not trust Washington's defense at all to keep this close.
They have a good D-line?
Not really, no. Everyone, they have a bunch of injuries on defense as well, is kind of the thing.
I was wondering why we were still favored by a field goal.
I think you're going to bounce back just fine. I like the Chargers here.
You do?
I do. I just don't see the Chargers. I mean, they played like their worst game and they lost by 3. I think they're going to be fine against Washington at home.
The
I'm not worried.
turnovers, two interceptions
Yeah,
that
it's probably
led
not
to
going to happen
3
again.
points.
It's probably
and
not
then
going to happen again.
penalties. It was really frustrating.
Harbaugh is a very good coach. This team will get things. That was a good sort of like wake up call for them. I think they snap right back into form.
But
I think this.
think about who's missing now. It's like Alt, Slater, Mac. It's like a layer. It's like the whole layer of this team outside of Derwin and Justin.
And Minter.
Marion Hampton looks good.
Omarion looked pretty good last week.
Listen, and even in a loss, Tim sometimes deals with it more than I do. You got to find positives. It was great to see, and they didn't have many design runs in that game as well. That was lovely to see. Like that, welcome to the team. That was encouraging. Let's run the ball, kid. Let's go. But I like Jaden will for sure be back. Right?
Yeah, he is tracking to play. I thought they looked okay with Mariota, honestly.
They looked good in the first game. They didn't look that great against Atlanta.
No.
Daniels is, of course, super integral to what they're going to do. Having him back is great, but I just think the Chargers are better coached and they'll be fine.
No, I think one of our greatest strengths is totally neutralized now in the sense that, and maybe I'm obviously biased, but like when it's 3rd and 11 for the Chargers, Pat, and I know Justin can get like a decent time. Like I'm confident pre-snap, like we're gonna get a good look to get this. Now, and that's like a great advantage and strength that only a few teams have. I mean that. More than a few, but you know what I'm saying. Now, I don't know how we would convert that without throwing under the sticks and hoping someone makes a play.
Throw it up to your 6'7" wide receiver who has had a breakout season.
Isn't
Not
that
a bad play.
lovely? Hasn't that been a nice little thing?
I've kept him in my keeper league, and I got joked. There were jokes thrown at me about it. He's in my starting lineup.
Yeah,
he's playing great football.
You finally played him last week?
I didn't. He played great.
He's our YR1.
He surely is. He's playing great. I'm super excited for him.
So no McLaurin in this game. I think this really comes down to
That's okay. Then you need to stop the good McCaffrey then.
Yeah, the good McCaffrey is going to be 2 touchdowns in 2 straight games.
I tell you, he can play. He's actually not a terrible player.
But this is when I read out the special teams numbers, Washington was obviously number 2. The Chargers are bottom 10 in special teams.
Chargers aren't going to sweep the AFC West and then get swept by the
Sorry,
NFC
so
East.
That sounds like a very Chargers thing to do.
Is that what we've been bottom 4 special teams this year?
I said bottom 10 special teams.
Yeah, that's a little surprising. It's too early for me to put much stock into that. We've got a pretty good 3 units that I think I'm not worried about that yet. But I guess there have been new rules and we better figure them out.
So, I think this really comes down to Washington's just running the ball so effectively, even with their mismatch of people in the backfield, and now they get Daniels back. Like their offensive line is really getting some push, and the Chargers have been pretty good at stopping the run for the most part. That if Washington can establish their running game and open everything up for them, Jeff, I think that they win. If the Chargers can clog that up immediately, they probably win by 20 or something like that. Like the Chargers can get out front. I think Washington's not going to be a great chaser team all year.
I'd love to get out front. I don't know. I'm better when I'm pessimistic. So good luck.
We'll stay there then.
Yeah, go get it, Kenny. It's yours, buddy.
Oh yeah, Kenny. Watch along with Kenny and Jeff. Detroit and Cincinnati is up next. Cincinnati's a 10-point dog at home, 49.5.
My Super Bowl prediction
This is Super Bowl preview coming up right now. The more I down talk the Lions, my team going to the Super Bowl in the NFC, the better they are.
Like I said, they're a wagon.
They're favored by 10. I assume you like the 10.
Teasing them down, and I love the 10. Bengals are just in a world of trouble. And the fans are starting to get on them. I'm sure that's going to be an ugly spot. As Detroit being outdoors in Cincinnati, it's turf, they'll be fine. I don't think Detroit should have any trouble dispatching them. Detroit the last 3 weeks has been the Detroit of the last couple of years. And so they're right back to where they were after a little stutter step in week 1.
Cincinnati is averaging the fewest yards per rush by a significant margin of any team in football right now.
Well, you can stack the box against Jake Browning. What's he going to do, beat you?
They have no offensive line.
They have no offensive line. The quarterback plays poor. You could see last night Chase was getting frustrated, justifiably so. The Bengals are poorly coached, as Geoff has very well alluded to. They have no capacity to adjust at all without having Burrow. They got lucky to steal the game he got hurt in, even though Browning threw 3 picks, and they have looked like absolute nothing in the 2 games after that. They got nothing, and the Lions should feast here.
I agree. The Bengals are bottom 5 in offense and defense, Geoff.
The Bengals are the worst team in the league.
I still think that I would pick them against the Titans.
The coin trust in Cincinnati, +10.
I mean, it is a lot of points, and Detroit's defense has some weaknesses. Just Cincinnati can't take advantage. And the Lions are going to score between 30 and 40 points.
I can't think of a worse situation than the worst defense in the league, the dumbest head coach in the league, and fun fantasy toys on offense, but everyone's so demoralized because the quarterback's hurt, and the earn the right to be diva wide receivers are just going to be on full tilt. So what a just disaster. I guess Detroit. I think the Bengals. I'll save it, but that's scary. How much longer is Burrow out?
Till mid-December?
Yeah, to December 7th, 14th, something like that.
They might just shut him down. Why would they bring him back?
Well, they got to be 6-7 or 7-6 to have a chance. That division is poor, so if they're within striking distance.
And things don't really open up for them at all. They got the Lions this week. They're at the Packers next week. Then they're home against the Steelers. That's a winnable game for them. They're home against the Jets, and they're home against the Bears. They're going to be probably underdogs in every game except for the Jets game, and they might be underdogs in that game too.
Yeah, they might be.
I mean, I guess it's been a tough stretch of good defenses that are not fun for the backup quarterback. So,
but this doesn't stop. The Lions and Packers and Steelers are gonna get you too. Is the problem? The Jets are the first relief they get a little bit. The Bears would be a relief, but the offensive line isn't getting any better. Browning's not going to have more time to throw this week against the Lions. The Lions get at you, even though Aiden Hutchinson gets hurt every third play.
But then he comes back.
Yeah.
Tough spot.
I'll take the Lions.
Yeah, round of Lions, except for the coin on Cincinnati. I do feel like we're too slanted with all the teams, the preconceived going into the week, Detroit's a wagon, Cincinnati sucks. 1 or 2 of these teams are really going to get us.
Maybe. Yeah. I don't see it being here.
I don't know.
It's usually the place you least suspect.
Maybe it's Tennessee.
Maybe.
Tennessee could be another one.
Yeah, Arizona's dumb.
Tampa and Seattle. This is Washington and the Chargers are America's game of the week, right?
I think they are.
No, they're not. Wait, what?
I believe that they are.
Hold on a second, people.
You can look into that.
Oh, you know what?
Hold on a second.
Brady's going to get all the intel possible, Geoff.
I think it's
Hold
Chargers.
on a second.
If it's not that game, it's this game, Tampa Seattle. Unless it was Detroit versus Burrow.
I seem to remember seeing them highlight Chargers Commanders on the ticker last week as America's game of the week. Where is Brady and them calling games?
He should have to wear,
Commanders at Chargers.
Boom. Brady's in the house.
He should have to I don't know how to put this, but it should be recorded. There should just be a recording. I don't want him anywhere near anybody.
Did he not do a game last week?
Yeah, they did. They did the Tampa Philadelphia game.
Yeah, listen. So he gets to have an informal interview with Jesse Minter on my turf, tampering before the game when he fires his head coach.
And then he'll be the new head coach. He'll be broadcaster and head coach.
That's rough, Geoff.
See, I would wager this Tampa-Seattle game's a better game.
I don't understand the line here.
Seattle's favored by 3.5.
Philly was favored by 3.5 hosting Tampa last week. Now Seattle's favored by 3.5.
No, it was in Tampa last week.
Remember
they had those 2 guys holding the shield over the Eagles? That was those guys' jobs on the bench?
Yes. All right, I take that back. Yeah, that was great. We didn't talk about that.
We didn't. I totally forgot we saw it until right now.
That was their job, was to just hold the tarp over top of the Eagles bench while they sat there. It's like the pharaohs of Egypt would have had this, right?
I haven't stopped thinking about Brady's calling my game.
That's good. Good Mo. The coin likes Seattle.
I like Seattle.
I like Tampa.
I didn't really
I think
feel
the hook is too much.
this could be a Fienberg, but I'm gonna trust Seattle.
Well, you have no worries about Tampa's kicker. Make it from anywhere. Goal line to goal line, outdoor range. Really glossed over. 65-yard field goal, the longest outdoor field goal in history. No one cared.
No, it's weird how little people give any credit to these long field goals now. Like they're super hard.
I'll take Tampa. Tampa just they.
I think Tampa's a good, even though they're not my teaser. I think Tampa's a good teaser team.
What? Seattle? If like Seattle can be like a rolling ball.
I just don't think Tampa's out of games.
No, that's the thing.
That's what I
They
mean.
always seem like they can come back.
Tampa like getting 9.5 points on a teaser, I think is a very attractive play.
And they do feel like they're going to fight for those.
That's it. Like they will not quit. I like Tampa in this game. I think they might win this game.
I like them to cover the number. I like the 3.5. I think Seattle right now is by far the better team.
I don't know if they are by far the better team.
It's just there's injuries on the like. If you put these like fully healthy teams, then I would probably like Tampa Bay as the better team. But no Evans in this game. Godwin's still coming back. They still like even though Wirfs is back, they still have injuries on the O line. They have injuries on defense.
Seattle has a mini bye.
Seattle has a mini bye, and they seem relatively healthy.
I get it. No, I mean, I there's a lot that recommends the Seahawks here. I don't know. Tampa's been scrappy, and I feel like this is too many points.
Sunday Night Football, New England at the Buffalo Bills. Bills are favored by 7.5. 49.5 is the over/under. I like the over in this game.
I do too.
Feels like it should be a lot of points.
I will say to Geoff, I'm sure he's noticed this. If I talked about this with Paul last night, this is Buffalo's 4th home game out of 5. Like, that's really unfortunate for a team that thrives on cold weather and having that advantage to have burned half your home games at the start of October.
I mean, I guess I'd be concerned if the AFC top teams like weren't just dying around me, and I don't know that it's going to matter.
You know what's funny? They end the year with 2 home games too.
So, like, after today, we don't. They're on the road for like an extended vacation.
So here's what happens to them. They're on the road twice, then they're at home for the Chiefs.
Okay.
Then they're road, home, road, home, road.
So it's like 2 for 1 now for the rest of the
Has to be.
season. pretty much,
Basically,
yeah.
yeah, until the very end. Then they get the Eagles and Jets at home to end the year.
And who are their road games?
Patriots, Browns, Steelers, Texans, Dolphins, Panthers, Falcons.
None of those are hard games.
Yeah, that's why
Texans could be.
Maybe.
If they figure out offense.
Maybe.
it was the schedule why I thought they'd be 1 seed when we did the AFC win totals. Like the schedule just set up for it, the division set up for it, and now like the Ravens are dying. The Chiefs at least started slow. Joe Burrow's gone. Like who, there's just I feel like there's like a power shift almost in like to the NFC this year in some weird way.
I agree.
Sort of, but does anyone like believe? You believe in the Lions?
Yes.
And the Eagles are still the front running team. But what do we know beyond those 2 teams?
I think the Rams are.
You think they are? Like they just
Washington is probably fun. Like
the Rams and the Packers are still very good, tough teams. They're going to be very
like. Do you think that
difficult.
either of those teams are better than Kansas City?
No.
No.
I think
The Chargers?
I think the Chiefs are.
Rams or Chargers?
a healthy Chargers, but you're not going to get that.
Chargers slightly.
So like
Not
Chargers,
the Chargers
with-
in their current form.
like you mean as of week 4, or like what they're going to be in week 8 when everyone's back?
Or when what they'll be like next year in Melbourne when they're both healthy.
No.
For week
Hey, don't play. Don't. That's mean. That's mean. You just scare me, and I don't think that's happening. We paid the toll this year, Tim.
Well, when you don't own a home stadium, maybe they don't feel as bad sending you across the world.
Yeah, what you got to do is own 2 home stadiums.
Yeah, once you own stadiums, that they feel differently.
You know, Tim, maybe the league, in their attempt to go international, really wants to build up LA versus LA.
Yeah, maybe. Just like all the other sports where there's
Tim, let me
multiple
ask you
LA
a
teams and no
question.
one cares about them.
Because I don't actually care about this stuff, and I actually won a little money betting idiots who thought it'd be Taylor Swift. But do you know who Bad Bunny is?
Nope.
No, he went over this
I
on
had
the
to ask.
live.
I had to
And
ask.
he
I
kept
knew
call-
the name. I'd heard
No,
that
you didn't
name.
know the name because you kept calling him the Bad Bunny.
You probably think it's Psycho Bunny, the Euro dad's clothing line.
I actually thought it was Rackzilla. No, I didn't. I'd heard the name. I did not know who it was.
Did
It's
you
not my music, but like,
Did you not see his performance in Happy Gilmore 2?
Was he in Happy Gilmore?
He was the cat. He was Happy Gilmore's caddy.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. I don't listen to rap music. So.
He's also a professional wrestler. He's in the WWF.
But I mean, I guess he was like top of the charts like 2 of the last 3 years or something. Like, so people obviously love him. Great, so be it. Doesn't matter to me.
I
People
think
get like way too upset. It's like music. Like, who cares?
Yeah, you don't have to watch.
No.
I don't
the
watch.
halftime
I
show.
need fresh air. I'm hanging out with my friends' wives, watching the cherry on top of a game that's not even football season.
Well, not this year. This year will be in Santa Clara.
It is additionally the first time that the musical act, like we had our run, like the millennial run, probably for like 5-6 years. Now we're gone.
Yep.
They've moved on from us.
Pretty much. I have a strong feeling in this game.
Tell me, you like the Patriots, obviously.
I like the Patriots.
I think a lot of people are going to like the Patriots this week.
I think the Patriots on the field is an option here.
Patriots money line. So you're teasing up the Patriots?
No, I'm not, because the Bills do blow teams out. So as much as I think that
That's a switch from your previous statement of the Bills blow no one out.
You know,
They
your
can-
mic, it's the first time your mic like just disappeared for 8 seconds. What'd you just say, Tim?
I
Oh,
said
Tim's mic.
my mic.
Yeah, it was weird, but it's back now normally.
Okay.
But I swear, it's the first time all show. Like it
I
cut
just
out.
am worried about if things go really badly, then this game can be a rout. But I think the Patriots are gonna. I mean, they're a much better class of team than the last 2 teams the Bills played, the Dolphins and Saints, both of whom they let hang around for way too long. The Bills have played one good game this year. Was when they absolutely disassembled the Jets, and they played one good quarter against Baltimore, and they sort of just sleptwalked through the Dolphins and Saints. So the Patriots, who looked really good last week and are very hungry, and like this is kind of for the division, because if the Patriots lose this, like it really is game over.
I mean, even if the Bills lose this, they're
No,
still
but if the Patriots win this, then they're 3-2. The Bills are 4-1. Like we're off to the races a little bit. There's
a little bit, but
there's still
Well, what do you think that the Bills' odds would move to if they lost
like
this game to
minus 350, minus 400, because then they'd be only a half game up on the Patriots.
No, but the odds would, but they'd just be they'd only be a half game up, and it's
So, like-
it just would feel real.
it
even
would.
if
We
the odds-
have.
I mean, things can feel real, but if the Bills remained a minus 900 favorite to win the division,
I think
like,
those
it's
odds
not really
those odds would be too long at that point if they're only a half game. It's just saying, like this is it. This is like the last stand for the division. Either Buffalo is really going to cruise and clinch this thing by American Thanksgiving, or we may have a little bit of a battle. And so I think the Patriots are going to play well in this game. They're going to be well prepared. I think it's going to be a super close game, and I am going to take the Patriots against the spread.
What do you think that the Bills' current odds to win the
Minus
division
1,400.
are? Minus 1,600.
Yeah, so if you knock them down to minus 650,
They wouldn't lose.
This would
that
cut
much.
it in half, I think.
Yeah, it would probably cut it in half
It'd
because
be
it'd
like
only be a half
700
game
if
up,
they lost
and it'd have to go to
800.
Foxborough for the next one. Like, I'm not saying I would pick the Patriots at that point, even though I did think the Patriots would win the division. I don't think I'd pick them here given the way things have looked through the first quarter of the season, but we have a game on our hands here in the division if the Patriots win, and we got nothing if it's over. So, I don't know. I expect it to be a good, close game, and I expect the Patriots to play them tough. I like Drake May in this game, too.
Drake May, I know.
They can't stop the run. Like, they cannot stop the run. The Patriots have a holster of running backs that they can give the ball to, and Drake May can run the ball too. And Diggs in a revenge game could very well get his feet in the end zone with the ball. There's a lot to think that the Patriots could compete in this game. I think Vrabel should have them up for this game. So
Drake May, I believe, just completed his 17th start, which is essentially a full season, and I think very, very impressive.
Mm-hmm.
Very impressive for 17.
Bills are a one-man team, and if you can find a way to keep him from scoring more than 30 points, you're alive here.
The Patriots are really a one-man team too.
Not-
It's just they have the lesser version of the good player.
They do have Hunter. You're right, Pat. Hunter Henry's awesome.
He's great.
Who would you rather have back on the Chargers? Would you rather have Hunter Henry or would you rather have Kincaid?
I mean, don't do that to me. Probably Kincaid because he's younger, but I really wish Henry found his way back to the Chargers.
Like Keenan Allen, who's had a bit of a renaissance.
Really, he was rejuvenated.
I like this. It should be a fun game.
Yeah, I think so too. I mean, the back door is wide open here.
Mm-hmm.
The Patriots love just continuing to press. Like, if the Patriots get down by like 24-3 early in this game, just go live bet Patriots to cover whatever spread is available.
See, I don't even believe Brady's doing my game because Nance is probably doing this game.
No, this is Sunday,
Night Football.
Wow, we're just, I guess, yeah, we're on bye weeks. They're just flying through the schedule. Sorry, my bad. Great Sunday nighter.
I
Eh,
expect Nance and Romo are probably doing Jets and Cowboys because you want to give them a chance to do the
You know,
Cowboys.
this is like that moment where the Patriots sort of feel like maybe we might be as good as these guys. And if the Bills are what the Bills fans, everyone wants to be, this is where you have to be like, not yet, little bro. Like,
Yeah,
in
it's
the
very
same way,
intriguing.
I know the Bills don't have Super Bowls, but in the same way, like the Patriots just kept you down, even if you thought you were on the up. You know, do the Bills have the pieces to just slap that little dog in the corner? I'm almost tempted to say that as an apologist for the Bills, can you say they slept walk through like inferior opponents?
They did.
Yeah,
They did.
they absolutely did.
But I
And-
mean, like that, like I
and-
don't
and
want to
every-
overrate their not crushing them.
I don't know. Like, I don't think that speaks well of them.
I mean, it's no different than Philadelphia right now. It just every time, like they're sleepwalking through these games, and the moment that the game becomes like a real game, like late in the third quarter and the fourth quarter, they just pull away.
Well,
and
look
win.
what Phillies played the Chiefs and the Buccaneers.
Sure, but
and
it's the same sort of thing. Like they're just not doing anything until they have to do something. Then they do something, and they win the game by double digits.
so
It's
I'm looking forward
happened
to it.
every week so far.
I think it should be a fun game. I'm glad it's a Sunday nighter.
I will take the Bills. Although New England did beat them last time in a very devastating win for the New England Patriots.
Yes.
They brought in your boy, Joe
Patriots-
Milton.
The
they
Patriots
did.
finally had receivers do something.
No, it was the game they really didn't want. If they had lost, they would have had the one pick, but then they won the game in
They
week
did.
18 last year.
Last time these guys played on prime time, the game was 6-0. It was the game that the
yeah.
Patriots threw the ball one time
The crazy
right.
blizzardy
in
game.
the Super Win game.
And Allen still didn't hit his rushing prop, which
Yeah, in the
annoyed
Super
me.
Win game.
Remember the super cold game? Was that the same one?
I
There
don't.
was a super win game, then there was like a really cold game that they played like very late in the year on Sunday Night Football.
I remember they played on Sunday Night Football the year the Patriots went 17-0, and it was like the first year of flex football, and the Bills lost 56-10 that night.
Basically the Patriots beat everyone 56-10 that year, outside of the very final.
And Baltimore, who they would have lost to on Monday night
And
had
they
it
got
not
the
been for the
penalty.
offside.
Give me the Bills.
I'm
I
going
don't-
to
I don't feel
take the
good about
Bills
it,
as well, but
Bills.
they did flex. I don't know if they flexed it in or not, but the Giants Patriots
That was
game
a Saturday night game.
was a Saturday. That game was awesome.
Saturday game.
It was an awesome game. Oh, the Patriots also beat the Bills 29-25 in 2023. I don't remember that at all.
I don't either, but there you have it. Like so the Patriots. I mean,
It's a
the
division game. It's 7.5
division
points.
game, and it's like the division crown is on the line for Buffalo, and like the Patriots have a chance to keep things, keep a pulse.
Monday Night Football features the Kansas City Chiefs, the rejuvenated.
Another game I'm really excited for.
I am not excited
For a
this
slate
game.
of bad games, I'm really excited to see the last two games.
Kansas City's favored by 3.5 on the road in Jacksonville. 46.5 is the total. I feel like such a square, but I got to go back to my roots of just making very obvious picks and taking the Chiefs against a
It
not,
is.
not that good Jags team.
It is.
I
to be
agree with
square.
Tim that this is like for the Chiefs, yes, but it's like a fun random game that I am kind of pretty excited for it.
I want to see, like, I want to be able to focus all my attention on Hunter and all my attention.
Well, he's not doing anything. They're like, hey, Parker Washington, you can be a guy.
And like it'll be because I'll be watching at home. I won't have to hear somebody scream about Trevor Lawrence for an entire afternoon. I'll have to imagine what profanities are being said about him. And
Jared, what will you say about Trevor Lawrence by yourself when you're watching the game here?
I just want him to be good so bad. And he's just so bad. It's so sad.
That play where he went out of bounds with 2.5 minutes left for like a fourth, fifth year quarterback.
Yeah, they're lucky they got the first down after that. Really
Yeah,
lucky.
it was a great little, the Strange or whatever, nice little bootleg. But what a just, like, you got no brains, man. You don't know the rules. You're like the the Titans coach. You don't know the rules.
Do you think they should let Orlovsky do this game then? Out of solidarity?
No,
Okay,
I'm
so
actually-
you guys.
this would be a great game to listen to Aikman just excoriate him if he plays badly because
You
he'll
guys-
be no holds barred.
You guys were, you must have just been finishing the show or you just did the live watch along. Aikman was just savage last night, destroying the teams, the league, the ref. It was so good.
I love
call
it.
this product pathetic, pretty much.
Well, the Bengals didn't show up. I get it. It's frustrating to have to call a game like that, and you spend all that time prepping for a game, and like it's just a nothing burger.
yeah, but he doesn't like drop it.
I think the Jags will cover. This is a Fienberg to me.
If he,
This is 24-21 Chiefs win, but I think the Jags will cover against the spread.
Okay, so this really boils down to, I think, do you believe that Saxonville is back on defense? Like, they've been great defensively. They get 8 turnovers a game somehow. Because if they're not, and they're like the relatively, I don't want to say mediocre, but like average defense that we kind of expected them to be, if they regress back to that just a little bit from where they were, this is the exact same makings of Jacksonville versus Houston, where Jacksonville could barely score any points, and I expect the Chiefs to score points. Like, their offense looks so dynamic.
Yeah.
Just getting Worthy back, it opened up everything they wanted to do.
But it was one game.
And they were playing Baltimore, whose defense sucks.
And the world is ready to be right back on the Chiefs. And
But-
it'll be a super popular play this week.
See, I think it's going to be 2 weeks.
The Jags is the short home dog.
Now,
I think is a very contrarian play. I don't think people
I
are
don't
going to like
necessarily
Jacksonville.
disagree that it's going to be a contrarian play. I do disagree that everyone's just willing to buy back into the Chiefs at this point.
Well, I think they are.
They want to buy back into the Chiefs, but they want to wait and see
Maybe.
still for another few weeks. Like, was it a 1 week aberration playing a team of beat up dudes? I happen to think that they are back, Geoff.
They look pretty back. Doesn't take much. They usually start slow anyway. I think we're in for a really fun game, though.
Because the Jags have, as Geoff keeps calling them, right? Aren't they like your college football all-stars? Like they have.
He called them that like 10 years
This
ago.
is like a totally like we're 3 generations removed from that version of the Leonard
it's
Fournette,
still true.
Blake Bortles, Jalen Ramsey.
Like, here's the interesting thing about Jacksonville. Like, they have one of the higher ranked defenses in the league, yet they seem to generate no pressure on the quarterback. Like, they don't sack quarterbacks. Those things don't normally align with one another. And if you're not gonna get to Mahomes and move him around, and he's gonna have time, he's gonna pick you apart.
You would think. But like the Chiefs love kicking field goals in the red zone.
Sure, but now they're getting to the red zone. I mean, Mahomes did throw 4 touchdowns last
You
week.
make great cases, and of course the Chiefs played phenomenally. But I just think the Jags aren't terrible.
They're okay.
And they're at home. They're in Duval.
I did pick them to win this division, so they're currently trending.
Duval.
Geoff, who are you taking?
Jacksonville.
I think that's got to be the right side.
Doesn't seem like I'm the only
I think
one.
it's got to
picking
be the right
Kansas City.
side.
I think that people are going to. It's funny because you say that the Jags will be the contrarian pick.
I do.
I bet when you see like people's picks for the week, everyone's taking Jacksonville because everyone will talk themselves into it's a contrarian pick, and then no one takes Kansas City.
Okay.
Then you'll just get Kansas City like 26-14 or something. It's a nice win on the road in San Francisco last week. Though.
Sure was. That's a win they got to, like, that's a prove me I'm a good enough team to make the playoffs type of win.
In the AFC, sure.
Yeah.
Puts them right around there. And it keeps them on pace with the Colts.
Yeah, with the Colts losing, it keeps them in touch, and they haven't played yet.
Well, I don't
Hopefully
get
they
to
play on Thursday night, Colts and Jags.
Is that
they?
next week?
I don't know. I just
Well, that just is a traditional Thursday night game. Yeah.
It's a traditional AFC South something.
This is a tough 3-game stretch for the Jags. At home, Chiefs. At least they have all 3 of them at home.
I actually think when Emerson was on, he looked at his cup, and those games are all really late in the year.
That's true. They were like week 17
Yeah.
and week 14 or something. They're at home the next 3 weeks against the Chiefs, Seahawks, and Rams.
Got checks.
They've also only
And
played like the drubs of the league, really. They injured Joe Burrow. They played the Panthers and the Texans, who have no offense. I feel like this could be an alt line situation.
See, this is what
I
was
like
waiting
this.
for.
I like this.
I was just waiting for, we were saying too many nice things about the Jaguars, and
Yeah,
you're just stewing over there.
it's too much.
He's not wrong. They played the Panthers. They played the Bengals. They played the Texans, who have no offense. And then they played a banged-up Niners team with Purdy back, and he clearly wasn't healthy. He was so unhealthy that he can't play this week.
And like, not only was the Chiefs' offense back, but the defense looked really
the
good.
defense has looked really good for a few weeks now.
Okay, but there's another chance that the story on Tuesday morning is like if Liam Cohen really gets into his bag in this one and makes the rookie look cool, and like Trevor looks good versus Spagnuolo, like there's a Tuesday morning, like holy shit, the Jags.
They got weapons. That's the thing. They got weapons, so
And
they can. If this is a shootout, they can compete in a shootout.
They kind of can, but it seems like they rotate between receivers dropping a bunch of passes or Lawrence throwing it 80 feet over their head.
Yeah, no,
or throwing them
and
hospital balls.
They can beat themselves is in the range of outcomes heavily versus a team like Kansas City who might lose, but they're probably not going to shoot themselves.
That's Kansas City's. That's been Kansas City's biggest strength over the past. I mean, besides having the best quarterback in the league, but that's part of it. That they just don't make a lot of stupid mistakes.
No, they tend
But when
not
you
to
have the
self-destruct.
best quarterback in the league, you just can wait out the other side a bit too, right?
Yeah,
But
you
that-
can
but
play
that's-
rope-a-dope and
but
let
that-
them destroy themselves.
But that's also part of being the best quarterback is
Yeah,
that you don't
and
do
that
completely
team is-
moronic things.
And like we saw that with Peyton Manning, like teams would drive themselves so crazy in trying to stop them that in the end they just like confuse themselves.
Nance and Romo are doing Denver, Philly.
That makes sense. That's where I would send them to.
Okay, that makes sense. Buffalo
They
Patriots.
probably were going to do Houston, Baltimore, but like,
And they're like, yeah, let's take that one off the page. I don't
And they-
know.
Yeah.
I mean, this actually makes sense. Super Bowl champions against a team that everyone thought was going to be like on the up and up this year.
yeah, no, it makes total sense to me too.
That is a bad matchup for Philly.
It's a tough one. Like
Denver's
because Denver's got a
and-
good defense. They can play you tough.
I see.
Denver's a tough matchup for a lot of teams, man.
It didn't seem like the Chargers, when the Chargers were forced to move the ball against them, they had any problems moving the ball against them, though.
It took a bit of hero ball from the quarterback. That Daniel Jones moved it easy, but Chargers needed hero ball.
They did, but once it's funny because Daniel Jones was able to go vertical on them in that game, and as soon as the Chargers tried to go vertical, they were able to do it. And I do think that's still one thing that Philly can do. They can't really run the ball at all. Like this underneath stuff isn't there.
Yeah, they can upchuck.
They can upchuck like no one else. And if they can get, it's just Philly's biggest advantage is that when they get inside the red zone, they score touchdowns basically every time.
yeah. Well, they just have that cheat play.
They do. Well, it's not a cheat play.
Well, I mean, like a cheat code in the sense that you push it and it works.
Yeah. Now they're in a fakes.
Yeah. Well, that was always going to happen at some point.
But I'm just shocked it hadn't happened until now.
Didn't need to pull it out till now.
I think they had to get Barkley going. Is why they did it.
But before last week, he was really disappointing. But
He's still been pretty
they're
disappointing.
going to need him to be, like there are some tough teams in the NFC, and they're going to need him to play great to beat those teams as they come down the stretch.
I told you Cincinnati had like by far the lowest like yards per carry and like what their line is actually doing for them. Philly's number 2 worst.
Yeah, I mean,
in
it
running.
makes sense because Barkley's not doing anything, and he's a fantastic player. And he's not jumping backwards for no reason.
So I will take Kansas City here. I am no longer in Survivor,
No.
but you guys are, so you can make picks. So let's hear them.
I got a double play here. I got the Rams as both the Survivor and the Superlocks.
Jeff's watching videos on his phone.
Rumble.
No, something just popped up.
Anyway, a double play on the Rams for me.
Rams -6 is your super lock.
Yeah.
All right, well, you're 2-2 so far. So let's see if you can get above 500. Jeff, who are you taking in Survivor and as your super lock?
Tim say taking the Rams?
Tim is taking the Rams.
Yeah, we're gonna do that together.
All right, Jeffrey, I love it.
Well, it's also strategy. I don't like the weak, and if we die, we'll just die together.
I
I'm
agree.
happy to
And
take the
we
Rams.
have so much experience doing that.
Yeah,
it
we
is
got-
true.
yeah,
Usually
we-
when you pick the same, you lose.
That is when we go
and you
down.
almost got in week 1.
We sure did.
And I'm really tempted to just. Tim thinks it's sucking up, but I really do like the Jets. But because there's nothing I like, I'm just gonna go back to Old Faithful here and play the team all across the pond, who's across the pond waiting for a shitty team to arrive. So I'll lay the points with Minnesota.
Okay.
Great coach, great defense, new quarterback though, Jeff. You're going against.
Yeah. Come on, Brian Flores.
All right, Minnesota -3.5. What am I going to take here? I got to get right. Oh, Arizona's only 7.5 here. I'm actually bet that. I'm going to take Arizona.
Okay.
Just Arizona -8.5. Just go against the Titans. I got to get a win on the board here. Just going against the Titans feels like the most fruitful path to doing that.
I get it.
Ugh, I almost took the Lions.
I was going to say the Lions would make sense in that too.
Yeah,
And you seem to like the Chiefs, but
I do like the Chiefs. I just don't want to wait till Monday Night Football.
they all count the same.
Yeah, I just want to get it over with.
Well.
I'll take them in the best bets.
Join me with the Rams then. Get it over right away.
Yeah. Best bets will be on Thursday. We'll have the gold, silver, and bronze, and everyone's favorite news. Until you steal Cam's.
I can't. He's too good.
No, you're not going to steal the 60 seconds. You ripping the McDonald's
Oh, yeah.
stickers might be the new big segment that we introduce on Mayo Media Network. You can do some off-season prep for it too. We'll turn it into its own brand.
Be like me with the like Rocky running up the stairs. Do. Rip.
Yep. Can we make that the intro to the short videos? Rip.
Oh my God, Tim. How many nuggets are you gonna crush this month?
More over under Nuggets, you or Andy Reid in the month of October?
Oh, goodness, it'll be high. I really feel like the 20 nug box is based on our discussion earlier. It should be a day one play.
But like you would reheat like toast, so you'd probably like eat nuggets the next day.
Oh yeah, it wouldn't bother me.
So why do you have to polish it?
Whatever.
How many points are you gonna end up with? I'm getting a lot of points at McDonald's.
I
now,
cashed
too.
in some points not long ago.
I've been like, what's a good amount of points? I've been buying coffee every morning.
If you're over 14K, you're in good shape.
Well, I think they
I
rejigged
am.
the system.
No, I don't think so. I think it's like 14K to cash.
Yeah,
in
they
for a meal.
redid the point system, Tim.
Oh, did they?
I know.
I have exactly
Yeah.
just over 14K.
So I think that's the number that's required for one of the normal extra value meals.
Can I just get free coffee with it?
I think coffee is an option on
That's
there.
probably what that's the only thing that I get there, so I should probably use it on that.
You could be using it for Sunday night eats.
We got it this week.
Oh, that's right.
So McDonald's is now off the list.
Right.
Jeff, do you have any inside info of what we should be getting?
Well, like I don't know. Maybe you could. Oh, it wouldn't be the worst to just like satiate his ability to do some ripping.
But it
and
doesn't start
fucking-
next week. It starts a week from today. So
Well,
Sunday
when
night.
just
So it
saying,
should be something for a farewell tour.
Well, I'll think about that throughout the course of the week. If people have any suggestions of what we can get Tim for Cust Eats on Sunday night, I'm all ears. Garion's back this week.
No, that'll be great.
Your teaser is
Arizona -2.5. The Rams, Pick'em. Detroit -4. And Indianapolis -0.5.
as a 6-point teaser that pays plus 240.
I feel like it's relatively conservative, but let's just try to get something in play here. Let's just take out a 4-iron and put it in the fairway.
You know, any time that I've ever tried to take out my 4-iron to lay up, it does not go well.
Well, yeah, fair enough. But I'm just saying, if you were a professional golfer,
Sure.
you take your 4-iron out, you hit the fairway.
I think that laying up off the tee, Jeff, is wildly overrated for amateur golfers.
Yeah, you got to just get as far as you can.
Yeah, unless
And,
you hit like a 3-wood really well.
Sure.
Or a 5-wood really well, and your driver you don't hit
If
well.
you are the type of person that is like the 3-wood guy, that means your driver is absolute shit anyway.
Yeah,
Like if your layup club is a 3-wood,
yeah, okay, that's fair.
like you just be hitting driver. Unless you hit driver so well, like you're going to hit into a hazard or something.
Yeah, I mean, if you're like, or if you're like your hybrid is the club that you absolutely demolish. Okay, but then like, yeah, your driver's probably not very good.
That will do it on the Pat Mayo Experience. Want to thank the Coin for being here. Jeff, you giving the Coin the side eye there. Tim Undercust.
Tim Andergust.
It's not my name.
You were giving it the side eye though.
I don't like that coin.
Why don't you like the Coin? Shout out to Josh. who
Stole
got
all my credit. I had a 12-4 week, and I had to split the stakes.
with the Coin.
Yeah.
You're still beating the Coin at least.
Barely.
You didn't even win the skin.
I know.
Now I'm going to come and win the skin. Have the worst week possible, then come back and win the skin. Should we introduce skins? A skin game as instead of that stupid.
I'm open to that. I still like my idea better, but
Yes, someone actually they sent me a thing about doing alt shot, but you take the drive.
yeah, like I mean,
Yeah.
you and I are on a team. I take your drive and finish the hole. You take my drive and finish the hole.
Yeah.
That would be fun.
And is it like scramble from there?
No. We play stroke play.
Oh, we just who you take the best of the two drives.
No. I play your drive and finish the hole. You play my drive and finish the hole. So if you make a par, like
Oh, hold on. So I'm not even playing on holes that I drive. on?
no. So you and I, it's the first hole. I tee off, you tee off. You drive to my drive, you finish the hole with my ball.
See, that's not
and
what
I finish the
that's
ball
not what
the
I
hole
thought that you were
with your ball. We play each other's drive.
No, see, I thought that I think the easier way to do this, especially as a team, because I
Is alt shot each other's balls all the way down?
no is no, that's just alt shot. You just alt shot. You both drive,
Yeah.
and then you have the option to take whatever drive that you want, and you alt shot from there. So if I drove it, you have to play my ball, and we play my ball from there on out.
Gotcha.
But
Yeah.
you hit the approach shot. But if let's say,
That's what I thought he meant too.
Okay.
yeah, that's what I thought you meant.
like
that,
this too.
That like if you and I are like, I'm a better iron player than you. So if you're 10 yards behind me, we might just take your ball because it
And
gives
let
me
you
the
hit
iron
the
shot.
yeah.
So like there'd be strategy to it that
And
way.
looking at the scorecard to see where do the par threes come up, because if it's
Well, we're both hitting shots.
oh yeah, we're both hitting drive. So yeah, no, I like
We're
this.
Just the tee shot would be you both get it.
So it's like optional alternate shot.
Because for shitty players, that would at least speed it up.
Yeah, and it would give them a shot in the fairway on their second shot.
Exactly.
I kind of like this.
That's not a bad idea.
Maybe we
I
should
like it.
recommend this.
and I can get it out there in the fairway where my better partner who would hit it farther than
Modified
me, will
alternate
just
shot.
use
I like this.
We'll use my drive, and then I'll hit the putt.
Jeff, you got to come down and play in this one year.
Yeah, I'd love to. We'll figure
I'm a
it
captain
out.
this year. I'd love to have Geoff on my team.
Jeff, I can see Jeff driving across the bridge that he's not supposed to
Oh
drive
my
across.
No. You got.
Oh yeah, because there's one thing I know about Jeff and
Here
kart
we
driving on
go
a golf
again.
course. Is he
Here
knows
we go
exactly where to
again.
drive everywhere.
Here
He
we
can
go
grow
again.
up on a golf course and
It's just a
drove
good thing there's no curbs.
Guys, God, here we go again, please.
I liked that last night. That Jeff was very defensive about trying to steal Paul's seat
Well, he
because we didn't know what his inner monologue was.
You guys weren't able to read my mind and know I really only wanted it for 3 plays. Well, you never said that. If you had said, "Can I have it for this drive?"
He was there all day. He was watching. We came back late from the golf. I didn't mind, but like it was a red zone possession. It was a goal line possession. I'm like, Paul, like just I wanted 3 plays like in that seat.
But you didn't say that. You said, "Paul, can I have your seat?"
No, like Paul, like can you go like because Paul will like he doesn't need a commercial to want to like go for a cigarette. So I'm like, just go for a cigarette right now. Let me have the seats.
He came in like a bat out of hell to defend himself last night.
He did. The people liked having Paul like as a. It was funny because we did it with like we had 2 people off screen,
Yes.
and you and I on screen. But that's been Paul's role on the show the entire
It's true.
time, is just being off screen. So it kind of fit.
It was a natural spot for him. Yes,
It's like Wilson.
that's what I said last night.
That's exactly what Cust said.
Reading my mind.
You guys are doing a mind meld
Yeah, we're both on the Rams -6
as your no,
as,
you're
our,
just-
as, our,
he-
as our survivor.
as your
pick.
survivor.
Yeah,
Just
we both
Rams
have
to
the
win.
Rams.
What was Tim's super lock again?
Also the
Rams.
Rams. I'm doubling up on them.
Yeah, Purdy didn't practice again today. He's not playing.
Yeah, I mean I think that's reflected in the line, isn't it?
Yes, I agree.
Yeah, it would probably be 3.5 if not.
If not just 3, yeah.
Yeah, they're banged up as you keep mentioning.
Anyway,
That will do it on the Pat Mayo Experience. I want to thank you all for watching. Playback.tv is where we're going to be doing the live watch along of Red Zone. You can stream Red Zone on that app, or on desktop, whatever it is. Get our commentary over it. We might even bring in people to chat with us the entire time as well. That's step 2. Once we get everything figured out on that front, smash a like while you're here, sub to the channel. Tell some friends about the show as always, okay? I'm Pat Mayo. Thanks for watching. See you next time.
Pat Mayo Experience.
I'm really nervous about this is the first time ever the Jays are going to play the Yankees or the Red Sox in the playoffs. Like we've never, like it just feels
I
like
get it.
ever.
Yeah, no, I would be anxious about it too. But, you play them all the time. So, like, it's not like you're going to be up against opponents you don't know. They haven't played a bunch.
Yeah, no, I just mean like the intensity, like even from like Twitter.
Well,
like,
I
when
saw
we're
that they're
playing
not
with Twins.
that
It's
the,
not
the
like
Yankees
that.
aren't allowing people with Canadian residencies to purchase tickets at Yankee Stadium.
I have no problem with that.
I don't have a problem with it, but like that shows the level of intensity that series is going to be. I would far rather the Blue Jays play the Red Sox.
I'm
Yeah.
going to game 1 on Saturday, but they haven't put a timeout yet, so it's really annoying my wife as we try to plan the day. But it is
Well, they're not even to put a timeout because if it's I guess because if it's the Yankees, it's prime time.
But because it's Yankees or Red Sox, it probably won't be the
Yeah,
shitty
like why
time.
would it be that different if it was the Red Sox? Like it's more impactful for ratings wise if it's the Yankees, but Jays Red Sox, like it's the Red Sox.
But it's the Red Sox. I don't think the Red Sox have that type of the same type of cachet the Yankees do. They're going to put the Yankees in prime time every time.
But
they possibly
neither
can.
of them are playing at 1 o'clock.
You know,
No.
the only team that could steal any of the thunder that's currently left in the playoffs baseball wise, that like if the Yankees are number 1, the
Dodgers
Dodgers
are
would be
number
number
two.
Well, yeah,
2.
but Cubs and Phillies is pretty.
and
big.
Cubs,
Oh,
Phillies. Yeah.
I didn't realize the Cubs and Phillies made the playoffs.
Yeah, the Cubs
Yeah.
are in the wild card round. The Phillies have
And
a
Phillies have a bye. So the National League's pretty low. And then the Brewers are like the best, but they're the baby market Brewers.
Oh yeah.
All right, boys.
Jays Brewers World Series, highest ratings ever.
That would be a low pro World Series. Yeah.
I did see that there were, I think it was like Blog TO tweeted out what you said, that the Yankees are banning the tickets, and like the comments that people had. It's like teams do this all the time.
Yeah,
Like, it's
hockey teams do this all the time.
Yeah, I think they're like
it's gamesmanship.
Senators did that this year.
There you go.
for the Leafs.
Yeah.
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 Like
It didn't work, but they tried.
You're trying to protect your home market to make sure that your fans are at the game.
I get it.
That only makes the most sense.
I get it.
And like maybe come like next week or the day before the game you'd open, or a couple of days before, but for the initial on sale, like, yeah, I totally get just of course.
Totally.
That's the other thing. It's not like Toronto people won't be there. Like they'll just be secondhand tickets.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
Yeah, it
not-
won't be like a lane sitting in the owner's box with an Orioles cap on.
All right. See you later, Jeff.
See you, Jeff.
Later, boys.
Experience!